What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Flagrant 2, the Patreon. Okay?
Yeah.
No easy buckets analysis by assholes, water cooler commentary for your sports needs. We are in the building right now. Always keeping it the most flagrant. I think everybody had fun listening to the skull fucking last episode. We've gotten a lot of comments about that.
There were so many that should have been a Friday episode comment.
Bro, a lot of the Instagram comments, if you look at my post, because I posted just the video of it, and a lot of the Instagram comments were this. What? like it was so
like I've never seen
shocking.
rape so casually talked about
People
before.
couldn't even put it together, bro. Like it was that crazy. So, but it was a legendary episode. More
There's definitely some comments like, women are pussies, man. Look y'all complaining about rape. Look at this dude.
He went to his wedding.
He was like, yo, it was like, for the first time taking dick, it wasn't that bad. I was like, bro, that'll be on you, bro.
So Chrissy was wild, bro. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, listen to the app. Go watch the YouTube videos, watch the Instagram videos. It was crazy. We have some heavy hearts right now because we're all praying for Akaash's mom.
Yes, sir.
Akaash, you want a little update the people?
No, you said that and I almost started crying. So
Really?
Let's just go.
We're good.
Okay. Well,
Good.
I got to say that she's okay. She's everything.
She's okay. It's worse than we thought, but she's
okay.
If she listens to doctors, she'll be.
She can recover from this. Right?
I mean, I don't know how fully, but yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Honestly.
Okay,
I'm not
gotcha.
saying like,
All right.
I'm saying I have no idea.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to try our best to use the medicine that is laughter and joy to distract ourselves.
To help our brother out, man.
And help our brother out. But
We do have a guest today.
We also do have a guest
Yes,
today. We're
absolutely.
hoping that he calls in very soon.
Yes.
Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Yes,
You guys
former
know him.
UFC light heavyweight.
Yep.
He is now the head of fighter relations for the Bare Knuckle Fight Club that is coming out, which is exactly what it sounds like. So
Right.
a guy like Anthony Rumble Johnson heading up something like that. And if you've seen him lately, he looks super duper jacked. So he might be doing another UFC bid. So we'll see, man. He's fought Cormier, he's fought Gustafsson, whipped his ass, fought a lot of heavy hitters. So we can't wait to have him call in.
So we'll talk to him in a little bit. In the meantime, I'd like to say that I was sent a YouTube link. Sent a YouTube link by an asshole. And the story that was being covered on The Jump. You're familiar with The Jump?
Yes, The Jump
Yes.
with Rachel Nichols.
With our boy Amin.
Amin Al-Hassan.
Amin
shout out to
wasn't on
Amin.
this one. It was
Scottie Pippen.
no, it was Paul Pierce and Tracy McGrady.
Okay.
Okay.
Still fuck Paul Pierce, but shout out to Tracy McGrady.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And
That's just
they
the Knicks
were
fan in me. I'll fuck what you call
discussing why Harden is not popular with fans.
Really?
They were discussing.
Wow.
They were discussing, Akaash, why when Russell Westbrook was on his triple-double tear, it was the talk of the league and everybody was going out to games and it was so exciting. But James Harden's amazing scoring spree is not heavily attended and there's not much interest around the league or within basketball fans.
Now, where do you think? Where do you think?
Guys, I told you yesterday or a couple days ago, it was on the regular episode.
Yeah.
I said, just wait. We're going to put these stories out there into the ether, and they're going to catch on, and you're going to start to see it. And this is how we move sports culture. Now, you guys get it. You guys are already involved. This is asshole family right
They're
here.
late. They're
But,
late.
bro, it happens over and over. I just needed to say it early.
Yeah.
Because some people will be like, oh, it's just coincidence, bro. I need to say, watch. I need to say, I'm going to put the bait here and watch it get caught. I bet we could put out a fake story if we wanted.
And people will fuck with it.
Ooh, that would be good.
Like,
feel
isn't
like
that how
we
you,
would.
like, find out who the spy is in your
Yeah,
organization?
yeah.
Like, you leak fake information to one person and then nobody else, and if that gets somewhere...
You know who the spy
Matter of
is.
fact,
Yeah.
the Browns tied to sports. The Browns GM Dorsey or whatever.
Okay.
During draft season, yeah, the number one pick.
Yeah.
Put out fake stories to everybody. He was one of the only people that knew he was drafting Baker Mayfield, and he just put out fake stories, different fake stories, to see where the leaks in his organization were.
Really?
Isn't that dope? Yeah.
That's
So
fucking
like,
dope.
if he
Shit.
said they're gonna take Sam Darnold number one, if suddenly that story came out,
Like,
he
this
remembers who he
motherfucker.
told that to, and he's like, all right, now I know.
Now, did he
Relief.
get rid of those people?
I think he got rid of him, but I don't know for sure. I
So-
assume
He
that's why
probably
he did
got
it.
rid. That's probably why he got
Yeah,
rid of
I
the coach.
assume.
Dude, that is crazy. There was a
Hugh Jackson. That's his name.
Yeah, Hugh
Probably
Jackson.
got rid of Hugh.
I did Jim and Sam is a Sirius XM radio show the other day. Sorry, and the real Rick Ross was on Freeway Rick
Right.
Ross.
I saw that on your Instagram.
The real Rick Ross.
Yeah.
And it's a really funny story because the reason why
Is he a 317 number?
He might be. I don't know. Pick up.
There's a missed call. That's why.
Oh shit! All right.
try to look at the phone so we don't miss the call.
Yeah, switch the thing on. So on the side. So
The volume, yeah. Do you want to call him back? Yeah, call that back. You know how to get into the phone just in case. But do it just on your phone to see, and then you can plug in. So while we wait on that, I'll tell you guys this story again.
Roberts?
What?
Who?
Andrew Roberts.
Oh, I guess that's him.
Pick it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah. He didn't act like he never had a phone.
I'm like, come on,
Get
that
the
is.
fucking phone.
Yes, sir.
We good to go?
Give me 1 second.
All right,
All right,
cool.
cool.
We'll get back to the Freeway Ricky story in a second. Let's talk to Rumble. Let's get some
He's gonna get
volume
connect
on
him, right?
these. Yeah, he's gonna.
Hello?
Hello.
Yep, let me go ahead and get back on the line for us here. Sorry about the delay, guys.
All
All
right.
good, all good. This is how
That's
a lot of
not-
these calls work.
that's
No,
not-
that's the publicist. The
Yeah,
publicist
did not
and
sound like a UFC
I'm
fighter.
like,
Sounded a lot more like a publicist.
well, you're live on the show now, Andrew.
No, you're going to see in my top. But here, hold tight one second. Let me get Anthony back on the line here.
All right,
All right,
thanks,
cool.
buddy. Blow
Sounds
your nose.
That didn't sound like Rumble for damn sure.
Not at all.
Sound like stumbled.
Stumble Johnson. I was waiting for. I was like, what else have I said? Bumble? No. Stumble
fuck.
Johnson. All right.
Oh,
Well,
God.
while we get Rumble on,
Yeah.
we'll wait for him.
All right, guys. I've got Anthony on the line here. Feel free to go ahead.
Hey,
All right.
Rumble.
Should we do the intro real quick? Let's do a quick intro,
We
man.
will in a second. I just want to make sure he's on the phone. Anthony, you there?
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. We just wanted to make sure we got audio levels checked. Welcome to the show. This is Flagrant 2, No Easy Buckets. I'm Andrew Schulz. We're here with Kaz, Akaash, Singh, and Eden. Thank you so much for calling in. We got questions, buddy.
Gotcha. Thank you for having me on.
Of
course.
course.
Of course.
Of
It's good
course.
to have you on, bro.
Now, Kaz was just telling us, obviously, that you're the
He's the head of fighter relations for the Bare Knuckle Fight Club.
Bare Knuckle Fight Club.
Bare Knuckle Fight Club,
Right.
right?
No. Fighting championship.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
I hear Fight Club and I'm like, oh yeah, Bare Knuckles.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
We were
The Bare Knuckle Fighting
concentrating
Championship.
more on the fighting, the bare knuckle part than the championship part, but
Yeah, publicist, why don't you let us work right now? Why don't you let Rumble talk for Rumble? Let Rumble rumble!
But yeah, so let's talk about the new opportunity you have. You retired from the UFC last year in 2017, and now you are the head of fighter relations. What does that title really entail? And for people who aren't familiar with the BKFC, kind of give us some information on what that is.
Well, first I'm gonna start with Bare Knuckle. Bare Knuckle is, pretty much just all stand up. It's a good old, I'm gonna just say it, like a backyard street fight. You know what I mean? Everybody's had one of those growing up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Not me.
this is basically the same thing except for a more professional level. You know what I mean? We don't have really any injuries besides, a couple of cuts here and there, but not really any broken hands or crazy injuries like that, which is surprising, considering what it is, bare knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually really good. It's really fun to watch. These guys really go out there and put it all out there for us to watch and enjoy. And I'm very proud of the guys that I've seen because I've only been to one event and I'm already hooked on it. So I'm really enjoying it, and I'm also looking for fighters. And if they got what it takes to be a bare knuckle fighter, then holler at me.
So
Pretty much.
basically, Rumble, what it is you're just taking the fun part of MMA and then putting it into its own sport. Is that right?
Exactly.
Because we all watch MMA for the knockdowns.
Not everybody wants to watch fighters go to the ground. And,
Yeah.
I do not.
and stuff like that. Everybody's watched YouTube and watched a good backyard fight. You know what I'm saying? But just a
Kimbo
straight up
Slice.
Shout out to
style,
Kimbo.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
you
how we
should
were raised. That's
you
how we
should
were raised
do
before,
that.
All this
Instead of a ring, you should put it you should like make the ring a grass backyard.
That'd be hot. Actually.
That would be
just
sick.
have people yell World Star afterwards.
Yeah. And a chain link fence around it. Really create the backyard dynamic. That would be awesome.
Now, as the head of fighter relations, do you actually either manage the fighters or do you actually go out and find these fighters? And if you do go out,
I go out and find them. Yeah.
oh, so do you have any crazy stories about like the wildest place you found one of these bare knuckle fighters?
Not yet. Since I just started,
Okay.
nothing crazy yet, but I'm sure it's on the way.
How do you find people? Do they submit you videos of them kicking people's ass?
No, I got connections. I know a lot of gyms and coaches and managers and whatnot, and other fighters alone. So people always reaching out to me asking me if I can find them a fighter here and there, and a good place to train or whatever it may be. So, I got a phone full of phone numbers that people that are very interested in the sport.
I have a question. So you have this amazing career in the UFC. You fought all these different guys. What do you think is the most effective fight style in MMA? Meaning people who have a wrestling background or a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background or a boxing background. What is the most effective in MMA?
Wrestling background, hands down.
Really?
Wrestling background.
Now,
Yeah.
why is that?
Well, for one, we pick up on, stand up a lot faster than we do jiu-jitsu because we have the wrestling base. So just imagine if you can't take a guy down and his striking is better than yours, you're in for a long night, of a fight. Or maybe a short night. But, jiu-jitsu is very hard to understand. It takes a while, but wrestling is too. But jiu-jitsu guys have a harder time with wrestlers now than wrestlers having a harder time with jiu-jitsu guys. So, but both work hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? So I just show respect to both. But for sure, wrestling, hands down.
Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like a lot of the champions have this wrestling background, and then they picked up striking, or then they picked up some at least defense for jiu-jitsu. But yeah, it's a good point. It's like if you can't take someone to the ground, you don't have to worry about what happens on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, with the Bare Knuckle League, are you guys going to be paying the fighters, or are you going to be doing some Dana White stuff and not pay them?
No, you know what? I have nothing to do with the takeaway. As far as that, don't even put that on me like that. But
Did he pay you? Did he pay you well?
These guys are being paid. Since I've been around, they've been paid. I've heard nothing but great things about it from fighters that fought for them before I came along.
Right.
And I know there was something going on about some guys that weren't paying fighters that was part of Bare Knuckle, but those guys aren't around anymore. So far checks are clearing, so things are go.
Now, did you get paid by the UFC well? Did Dana pay you, or did he pull a...
Yeah.
He was
They hooked it up.
Dude, I got it. You have to admit, if he is not paying fighters, that guy is ballsy. Because he's not paying the most lethal humans on the planet. I mean, I got to give it up.
You know what? But at the same time, we know we're signing up for it too. So either you want to do it or you don't. You know what I mean? Either you're doing it because you actually enjoy it or you're trying to do it to get rich. And if you're really trying to do it to get rich, you have a very slim chance of doing it, but you can make good money fighting for the UFC.
Right. So it's not necessarily like a lucrative business unless you make it to the tippy top.
Yeah, if you pull Anderson Silva or Conor McGregor, you know what I'm saying? Nick Diaz type stuff, GSP style of fight, you know what I'm saying? You got to be somebody, like legit somebody to pull in big numbers, you know what I mean? And the big checks. But, do fighters still deserve more than what they're getting? Yes, we do. You know what I mean? We deserve to be treated as at the level of NFL athletes and NBA athletes, you know what I mean? They make great money per game. So I think we should be treated the same way, you know what I'm saying? But once again, we're not the boss, and they make the rules and we have to obey them. And if we don't get paid. So that's just what it is.
Now, if anybody's seen Rumble lately, he's gotten, he was always pretty big, but he's gotten like super jacked lately, and a lot of people are wondering, like, are you thinking of possibly making another strike at the UFC? And if so, who's anybody out there that you would want to square up against?
No, I mean, I'm not making a run at anything right now. Like I said before, if the time is right, it'll happen. Plus, the price has to be right. So
what's the right fight? What's the right fight?
He said the price has to be.
Oh, the what?
You said it has to be a right fight or the right price. What's the right fight and what's the right price?
Price.
Gotcha. All right, exactly.
What's the price, bro? What's the price? What do we got to raise?
A whole lot of money.
Let's say, what about $500K?
No, I did that already.
He's got.
You already did? Okay.
Bro,
what about
Rumble was headlining, bro.
Oh, I know.
It was headlining.
I know.
Out here,
what about $2 million? $2 million.
That's it.
Well, no, you got to fight.
He's like, bro, I've seen this before.
Okay,
I'm good.
$2 million to fight John Jones.
And that's it.
And that's what I mean. Is there anything else?
That's it. He said, I'm with it.
Oh,
that's it.
That's all I get with the pay scale.
Oh, so you want more?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Bro.
so what is your price to fight? What is your price to fight John Jones?
I'm not saying that at all.
Because you know what's gonna happen? Somebody from UFC is gonna hear that.
You can't put me in a corner like that. I'll never let anybody put me in a corner like that.
Let me tell you something. For $2 million, you could put me wherever the fuck you want. I'll gladly be in a corner.
Now, John Jones has just, he just came back and, he looked really impressive in his last fight. Daniel Cormier might be, he just gave up one of his title belts. And these are people that you've been in the ring with or are supposed to be in the ring with. What are your impressions of John Jones right now, especially since everything he's kind of went through? And, I know you guys were going to have a big fight. Well, I think you kind of replaced him at one of the fights when he got into that car accident and that hit and run. He's had a lot of things to kind of deal with. So just being in that division, being one of those people that you were kind of like chasing after. What are your thoughts on John Bones Jones right now, especially since he's kind of trying to get back into the good graces of the UFC or mixed martial arts?
John is still cool with me. I think he's a normal guy, normal being. Everybody has flaws. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? So John is great in my opinion. I think he still offers a lot to the sport. He's still proving everybody wrong, regardless of the situation that he put himself in and whatnot. So I'm glad he's back. He gives people more to be excited about, more to talk about. And hopefully him and DC gets to fight again. And if the price is right, John and I can fight. But till then, man, we just got to see what all is going to happen. John is going to do some great things in mixed martial arts even more.
Now, John said that he could grab DC's wife's ass and DC couldn't do anything about it. Is there anything a fighter could say to you, like John Jones, that would make you have to fight him on site?
Well, if he would have said what he said to DC in my face,
yeah,
I'd be under the jail by now. The line you can't cross. You know what I'm saying? That dude, don't. Yeah, that was going for the juggling. That and about my grandmother or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then other than that, you can pretty much get away with saying whatever you want to say. Just leave those two out of it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, do what you're going to do.
So, John Jones, that's a message to you. Don't talk about Rumba's mama, or grandmama, or it's on site.
So, fuck it, Cage. We can do this right here.
That's
Bare knuckle.
Now, Rumble, bare knuckle, damn right.
It's going to be bare knuckle regardless.
Now, Rumble, you weren't just a headliner. You were a UFC record holder. You hold the record for the most sub-minute knockouts in UFC history, which is 5. And a lot of people that watch UFC, listen to the show, whatever, have never been in a real fight. Could you describe to us what it's like to get that perfect
One-punch knockout.
One punch walk off knockout. Like, what does that feel like?
What feels better, one punch knockout
Good
or
question.
busting a nut?
Good question. Good question. These are the questions.
Well, I don't get paid for busting nuts.
There you
Let's go.
There you go.
Keep it tight.
There you go.
Dude.
Whenever you knock somebody out, it's usually just, you don't even feel it. It's a nice flow. You know what I'm saying? Of everything just clicking and running smooth, and you hit the person, and all of a sudden they're out. And sometimes you're surprised by it because you don't believe you hit him that hard. That's what happened when I punched Glover. I didn't know I had knocked him out. I thought he was actually going for a takedown, and
So
I saw that flop back. So I was like, oh, he maxed out. So I jumped on him.
So it's not like in baseball when you hit a home run, you know the second the bat connects to the ball. You're saying sometimes.
Yeah, you know that sweet spot. You know that sweet spot in baseball for sure. You know what I mean?
Right.
And fighting, I mean, there's so many different angles and things like that you can do and hit somebody with that can knock them out at any second. You know what I mean? So there is no sweet spot. You know what I mean? Some people, you could hit them with the perfect punch or the perfect kick, and they don't get dazed or nothing. They can just take it. So, you know, there is no such thing as the perfect punch or anything like that.
Why is it that wrestlers seem to have heavy hands? I never understood that. Like these guys that transition, for whatever reason, I come from like a little bit of a boxing background, and in boxing, it's just up in the air. Some guys have power, some guys don't. But it seems the wrestlers in MMA that develop striking, they're heavy-handed.
Well, we have in wrestling, you know, you use your core so much, and that's where you generate all your power. Plus, our shoulders and lats and stuff are strong just from all the hand fighting and grappling overall. So we just generate power differently than everybody else.
That makes sense. Yeah, because you see it. I mean, you see it down at Tyron, like Kelvin Gastelum. Even DC's got power, like you. I'm trying to think of all the wrestling guys.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock was just straight size, but it just seems like all the wrestling. Was Kane a wrestler?
Velasquez?
Yeah.
He wrestled Arizona State.
It's all these guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, man.
Yeah.
Now this bare knuckle fighting championship. Where can we watch it, and what's the next steps for it?
Where can you watch it? They also have it online for pay-per-view. We live stream on Facebook sometimes, and I think Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I think our next event is in New Hampshire.
New
I have to
Hampshire.
check the calendar, but I think so.
Okay. Now, so if we're watching this fight, and I need the elevator pitch. Like, I'm a UFC guy. Like, I love UFC. I love Bellator. You got me in the elevator. Give me the elevator pitch onto why I should watch bare knuckle fighting over mixed martial arts in the cage.
Well, it depends on the type of person you are. It depends on how you dress. It depends on how you look. You look like somebody that's super cool. I'm asking you like to watch people get fucked up.
Sold!
That's it. Dude, Anthony, you got to do bare knuckles and bare-chested ring girls. Everything's got to be bare.
I like that idea.
Right? Them Tecate girls, take that top off. That's part of the pay-per-view.
You know what? If I can make that happen, I would, brother. Trust me, bro.
I need 10%, bro.
Some things got to stay G14 classified. You know what
You right.
Very true. Very true.
Joe, let me ask you one more question, Rumble. If you could take one fighter, boxing, MMA, whatever, and bring them to bare knuckles, thinking they got star power, they got whatever, they'll be great for the sport, who would you bring over?
Oh, man. I don't know. If it can be, you know who I'll probably bring out of all fighters? Probably, what's his name? John Lineker.
Who?
Okay.
John Lineker.
John Whitaker?
I think Lineker, something like that. He's a little short guy.
Okay.
He's a banger, though. He's a banger from Brazil.
Okay.
He's I think he fights at 135 or something like that.
Okay.
He's a banger. He's not afraid to stand with anybody. And when I say he throws, he throws. He throws with no fucking remorse to anybody.
Yeah.
So, I like him. I think him and Francisco Rivera have fought each other, and within a minute or whatever, the first round, both had threw over 100 punches, power shots.
Wow.
Heavy.
Yeah, so he's one of those guys. He'll get right in your face and just duck his head and just start throwing punches and just keep going and going and going until somebody drops.
Can you kick in this as well, or is it just hands?
No, it's all hands. It's all hands.
And so what happens when the boxers start getting in? I mean, clearly the boxers have the best hands.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens. But wrestlers punch at a different angle. The ones that are doing bare knuckle and boxers punch at a different angle. So, it's styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to see who the better man is.
Oh, it's great.
It happens that way.
I'm hyped, man. Hey, when you're in the city, when you're in New York City, you got to come on the podcast live. Got to sit down and talk with us, and we'll talk about these ring girls that we'll choose because I'd like to be involved in the choice.
I'm with that.
Well, I appreciate you coming through and calling, man. One time for Anthony Rumble Johnson.
Yeah.
Head of fighter relations for the BKFC, UFC, ass kicker, all that shit, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right.
Peace. You heard it there first, man.
Rumble
okay?
Johnson, man.
I'm not going to use that smoke. You're not going to use that smoke.
Bro.
John Jones, remember who you can't talk that way to. Remember that, John.
I remember when he put Gustafson out, put out fucking Glover. A lot of motherfuckers, man. So that's a...
There we go. Good catch.
See, I got hands, bro. Relax.
Son, before Eden threw Kaz the phone, that shit hit him right in his chest.
But that's what you do.
I got a weird
the
thing.
hands, you bring it in with the chest.
I got a weird... No. Your chest just hit it. Fell in your lap. I got a thing, though. If like a girl that I'm seeing throws me anything and I drop it...
Oh, fuck. That's a problem,
fam, I make a rethrow. I make a rethrow. She can't see me look pathetic in front of her like that. That's too embarrassing, bro.
See, if I know a woman's watching,
I'd rather my
I'll
dick
get the
not get hard than drop an apple.
I think
like
so,
a remote
dog.
control,
I think
son.
So.
Fact, like so I'm bobbling the remote, it hits the ground. Like my dick, I got blue chew. Ain't no blue chew for your hands, fam.
Yo, I'll tell you what she not gonna say if you drop something. It happens to everybody. They ain't know it happens to everybody. She can be looking
This
at
happens
you
to you.
Nah, bro, these girls creeping up. They catching dunks in games now. We gotta really get our hands right.
Catching alley
I
oops
can't
and
have
shit.
that shit.
God damn. It's crazy out here.
Oh, all right, man. So wait, what were we just talking about before this?
You guys were.
Oh, the Freeway Ricky shit.
Yeah.
Free Ricky Ross. Yeah, get back to it.
Forgot what he was saying. Oh yeah. So Rick Ross stole his identity because Freeway Rick Ross was gonna be in jail forever.
Right. Oh, okay. Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and then he managed to get himself out of jail.
Was Rick Ross his CO? Is that how
That's
he
what I asked. I asked that on the thing. I asked that. But no. And then this is what's so crazy about it. He sues Rick Ross.
Right.
Freeway Ricky
Obviously.
Ross sues Rick Ross.
Loses.
Rick Ross won.
Loses.
Yeah. Rick Ross
Because
won.
he filed the lawsuit 5 days too late, apparently. And there's a statute of limitations on taking someone's identity or whatever.
Really?
And
I
they
did not
filed
know
it
that.
5 days too late.
So Rick Ross was
1.5
5 days
milli.
longer. He was Rick Ross for 5 days longer than Rick.
Yo.
I don't understand. That's a lot.
Meaning,
That's
And Rick ain't
Yeah.
break him off nothing?
Nothing. Now, he hasn't
Really?
made him pay the $1.5 million that he owes Rick Ross because you have to pay lawyer fees
Right.
if you lose in a case like this.
Oh.
Yeah. So this one right here.
Yeah.
Um,
right.
so he has it. So maybe that was his little thing.
Yeah.
But he was an interesting guy, man. It was interesting sitting down talking with him because my feeling on drug dealers, people like to act like they're these genius CEOs, and it's like you're selling drugs. Like that's an addictive substance. It's not hard to sell people an addictive substance.
Yeah.
What
It's
is hard?
It's hard to sell people on something they don't need.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a lot of competition, though.
There's competition, but what so that's also impressive. But what impresses me is scale. Scaling up a business that's illegal, that shit is impressive.
Right.
Right? To go, I think he was making some absurd number. We're talking about he was worth $900 million. This is back in the day. That's
Oh my
billions
gosh.
now.
God damn.
Right?
How much you got left? Anything?
Oh, nothing. It's all gone.
all
Once you
gone,
get locked up. So what he said was, he goes, so when you're dealing with illegal substances, everybody says, when you buy houses and shit, put them in other people's names. He goes, and then you get locked up for life. And those people are like, well, I guess
still
this
have
is
your
mine.
house.
Yeah.
So
So did he do that?
He's done. He got nothing left.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I'm sure they got a little stuff tucked, but that's what happens with like Michael Vick made millions, went to jail. The second you go to jail, it's over.
Let me tell you why Rick Ross ain't shit. This motherfucker gonna write a
Which
whole
Rick Ross?
song. Fake Rick Ross.
Oh,
Fat Rick Ross. Fat Ross. Whole song about Birdman.
Yeah.
You ain't paying nobody. You exploit people. Now, how about you and Freeway, huh? Idols become rivals, huh, motherfucker?
Wow.
That's a
Fuck
fact.
Rick Ross,
Dude,
a rapper, dog.
Rick Ross is literally Rick Ross for less. You know the department store? He is.
Oh, shit. Drugs for less.
Yo, wow,
He is, dude.
bro. Yo, wow.
And I like Rick Ross, to be honest.
I never bought in.
Bro.
Not that I knew he was phony or whatever. I just couldn't get the. I was just beyond that. The rap, I was like, he has a couple verses.
Yeah.
Oh, the music is good.
That's what I'm
See, how
saying. Like,
fucking
I'm such a like separate my art from the artist guy, which I guess is probably my like Achilles heel.
No,
which
good
is
for
why
you.
I could still like listen to R. Kelly and like Chris Brown and shit.
Right.
Rick Ross is the same guy. I'm just like, yo, fucking music sounds great. Like,
What's
I
weird
can't.
is the only thing that bothers me is fraudulent. Like if I feel like you phony, I can't fuck with
All of
it.
them are so phony.
But like R. Kelly, we know who he is, so whatever. You know what I mean? It's an odd line I've
It's like, yo,
drawn.
be who you are, bro.
Chris Brown, once we found out who that motherfucker was, he just doubled down and came out with Deuces.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, his shit slaps.
it does.
Brown?
It does.
Who?
Yeah.
Chris Brown, it do slap. So does he.
slaps.
Slaps alright. Speaking of
Get into the
slaps,
flavor
Slaps,
team.
punches, kicks.
Speaking of
Does all
slaps,
that.
I
Yo,
went
he had
to,
a song, and I had a joke about this back in the day, but he had a song right after beating up Rihanna called "I Can Transform You."
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I remember that song.
Like, remember that joke I used to tell?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Rihanna had a song called SOS. It's like, guys, they're writing about their life here.
Oh,
What were you
man.
saying,
No, I
though?
was about to say, speaking of slaps, have you heard about this like Sheck Wes and Justine Skye stuff? that's
So what happened? He beat up?
So apparently, yeah, that's what she's alleging.
Who's Justine Skye?
No, exactly. She's a singer, but like more
Right.
like a socialite. Like she's like one of those like
look this bitch
famous
up.
for being popular people. But she is a singer. Like she's been in the game for a while,
Right.
and you know she has a few songs out there, but no real like hits like that.
Right. Does she have some
but-
Instagram hits?
I got it right here.
She's a pretty girl, man. But you know they're both really young.
Man, how
and
dare
shit.
he?
It's
I
just-
thought she was white and I wasn't gonna care, but how dare he?
Yeah,
boy?
don't know our black queens.
No,
goddamn.
so he hit her.
He looked like he hit
So
women.
I
Damn.
went to-
This picture.
I went.
They
Yeah,
picked
they
the
use all
fucking-
the fucked up
They
photos
picked
of this dude.
the picture to make this motherfucker look. He
Is
look
there-
like he about to hit her now.
God damn it. So I went to I ended up going to this show at Terminal 5
She's
yesterday. For yeah, she's a gorgeous girl.
Was.
Wow.
Fuck! Bitch! What? What is that? What is it?
So I went to the show yesterday.
He played that shit right before he started beating her ass.
Yeah.
So I went to the show yesterday, right? For Harlem, like in Terminal 5, and it was like ASAP
Guy's
Rocky.
not gonna let us build any
and,
momentum on his beat up the girl.
No, I'm not.
You're just
Goddamn,
gonna
that's
keep
not
plowing
the
through.
point. That's not the point. The point
It is the
What
point.
the fuck else is the point?
The
The point is
point
the concert
is-
you
All right,
went to.
tell us
The
about
point
Terminal
is,
5.
we were talking about how we could separate the art from the artist, and a lot
Right.
of times it really doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
But like the day this drops, I ended up going to
Do you
Terminal
think he
5.
separated her teeth from her jaw?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yo,
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
it's Patreon, man.
It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't think it's funny.
Asshole.
No, I'm just saying.
Keep it tight, bro.
He ended up being one of the surprise performers at
Right.
the show yesterday.
Yo, who
As
was
this
more
shit came up.
surprised?
Look at that song you wanted to.
All I'm saying is, anytime they mention
All
his
she was saying was,
name,
"No,
yeah.
stop, help!"
Yo, she need to do a remix of that song. Duck, bitch. What?
Tell me my man ain't finna beat her ass right now.
Bro, he's sweaty from doing it. He's taking a breath. He's like, she's still up. Yo, and then on your phone, just on your phone in your pocket, get out the where it's about to drop from the Sheck Wes song.
You're not telling me
Beat
twice.
just got about to drop. You know he builds up to that shit. Look at him take a deep breath, like, God damn.
My man looked like a bad guy in a movie, bro.
Yo, I
he
know,
looked
it's
like
a-
Captain Planet's nemesis. What's his name? Red Skull? That's Black Skull right there, fam. Holy fuck. She gorgeous, dog.
Yo, she's so pretty.
Why
How
would
could
you date Sheck fucking Wes?
So here's the
know.
thing, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't. What she's alleging,
Right.
is that she slapped him. He slapped her in the face with money. Like that was the.
Oh, that's abuse.
It wasn't like so. That's abuse.
That's abuse.
Yes, that's
Hold
abuse.
on. So what happened?
How
She was-
hard is money? It don't hurt.
We gotta talk over it because
Come on, he got so many flows, yo.
you guys gotta say stuff on top of it.
Hey,
gotta
we out
talk
here.
over it?
No,
Oh,
I got
fuck.
shit, bitch. Ha! That's it, bro. Tell me he didn't time that. Tell me he didn't go something like that. She was like, "You ain't shit. You can't do that."
Oh,
Fuck, shit, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Right. Oh my God.
Take a knee, bro. Take a knee, bro. Take a knee for him. One
Oh my
time.
God.
That's Sheck Wes, bro.
Y'all are all terrible people.
I'm taking a knee for her.
Oh, it is what it is, bro.
Oh my God.
Hey man.
Yeah. So that was that.
So what happened though? What was the whole story?
I mean, that was pretty much it.
What was the whole story? Just tell us the whole story.
We have to still keep talking over this.
Bitch! Man, I'm really, really rich. I throw money right in your face, stupid bitch.
Jesus.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yes, let the fucking jokes happen, dog. Let the
Son.
fucking jokes happen, dog.
Son, he writing a deep breath right there in that picture, right? He like,
Yo, holy fuck.
Yo, fuck.
you about to get all this money thrown at you. All right,
That's abuse, though.
Throwing
Money
money.
don't hurt. You ain't nothing but a stripper,
come on, you right?
bruh.
Right?
That's abuse.
Come on, Justine Sky.
My man should be locked up for this. He just gave her the bail money.
I think they need to fight it out at Bare Knuckle Championship.
That's abuse. I'm being serious.
Yo, son, if that's abuse, then these strippers got a lot of lawsuits pending, yo.
All right? That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
I feel like I read something about that recently.
What?
Like some stripper got
Sued over that?
offended, like that somebody threw money at her
Son.
aggressively. I'm like, what?
My boy Damian Lemon was at a strip club once, and his fucking fitted hat got slapped off his head because someone threw money as a brick at a stripper, and it went past the stripper and just knocked his hat off the top of his head like that. Damien, he's like, that's an emasculating thing to happen at a strip club. But he can't sue over because you
You
be
can't
like,
even
this.
pick it up neither.
You
He's
know,
like, all right.
the new crispy. You throw money at me in a strip club, that's going home.
A brick of money though.
Slapped her with
A
money.
couple singles you can like slide on it, but a
But
brick
you know how the money's like
when
to
it's brand new,
Yes,
it's hard.
Exactly.
Like it's sticky a little
Yeah.
bit. Like that's
Did he hit her with one of those? That's abuse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Depending.
He said that's abuse.
It's
That's abusive.
Siv.
It's abusive.
It's abusive.
Abuse-ish.
It's abuse-ish. Oh, you need your phone?
It's abuse-ish.
Can you get it open for me again?
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness gracious.
My name's Sheck Wes, and
What
I'm
up,
really,
bro?
really rich.
But I say all that to say, he wasn't getting no love in New York, man. Like he's performed all his songs, like people were legitimately just like standing still. Like maybe like
Afterwards
from
or
Harlem.
this was
before?
afterwards. It's like after all this shit went down on social media, like he tried to perform, like Fab Five Freddy was like hyping him up, it's like, oh, we got Sheck Wes coming out. You
So
heard like a
people
little
were
bit
really
of booze
upset.
and shit. Like,
Wow.
yeah, people weren't really fucking with him. Yeah,
They didn't give no love for this shit.
at all.
Even
At
when
all.
this shit started to come like this,
Even
like,
when I was like, all right, when this drops, people are gonna get hyped because they perform shit nobody knew and shit.
Right.
Put this on, nothing.
Wait,
Wow.
he didn't open
Nothing.
with this?
No,
if you
no.
got an abuse case pending, you
You gotta
gotta open
come
with
out
the
with the
banger,
bang.
Come out with
bro.
the hits.
Dumb
Yo.
motherfucker.
that's a great point. What's R. Kelly open with?
Probably Ignition or
Yo.
So wait, R. Kelly's first show back
Son.
in America. What song does
Son,
he?
yo.
What song does he open up with?
he got too
Gotta come
many
with the heat. Yeah.
Yo, but ain't no. This is from my new album. Fuck out here,
man,
new
fuck outta
album,
here.
Kels. Fuck out here, new album, Kels. You out here raping bitches? Son. Yeah. We need the hits to forget.
We need
Make
the
me
hits now,
forget.
bro.
What is
Fuck
the
it.
number one fucking R. Kelly make you
Motherfucker.
forget?
I believe I
Oh,
could
You don't come out
fly.
the gates with bump and grind or something.
Bump and grind, my
There ain't nothing wrong.
My mind's telling me no.
My body. Oh, I slung the fuck out that. Y'all heard that?
Oh gosh.
Say I can't be a football player. I had mad people hit me this week, son. This is what mad people hit me this week.
Oh, we got Dwayne Brown on the show.
So,
Sunday.
we gonna talk to Dwayne. Because I had mad people hit me this week. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna, like, people go, yo, I played the highest level high school football in Texas, and I went and I played in college, blah, blah, blah. There's like different types of people, and they were like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. That shit is so hard to play all these positions. And then they go, but I learned it in about 3 months. I'm not gonna lie. It's just raw athlete. If you got raw athlete, you could turn them into whatever you want.
Okay, that's
that
different.
I can agree with.
That's what I'm saying.
I just don't think you're one of those raw athletes.
Wow.
Hold on 1
Those
second.
raw athletes.
Hold on. What did you just say? Fuck. Shit. Bitch. Why was that Preston? I'm really, really rich.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Jesus
Yo, you
Christ.
can't stop us, bro.
Jesus Christ.
You can't stop us, Akaash.
Hey,
Akaash,
listen,
what we
man.
can't do.
We can't be stopped.
can't be stopped.
Oh my God. Y'all
Strong as
crazy.
fuck.
Y'all fucking crazy, dude.
Bruh.
Suck my
I'm like,
dick.
there's no way they can make this funny. I'm like, well,
Damn, that's
here
what
we go.
we do.
I'm like, here we go. We're
I'm
here
in
now.
pain. That's how I deal with it. I laugh.
Drake? Sheck Wes?
You know who else could probably afford to laugh at her pain?
Oh, God.
Oh my
What's
God.
that bitch name?
Yo, Justine's guy.
Justine Skye.
Justine's guy is
She
gonna
beautiful.
sue him. She gonna sue, you know what's funny? She gonna sue this motherfucker, and it's like, if you wanted money, just take what he threw.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's what. Listen,
you got the money.
Listen,
What? What were you listening?
I'm just saying I've been in a house with abuse. My mom would have taken some money. You know what I mean? Like, she should have been all right with that. I mean, fuck. I got to sit here feel sorry for this bitch getting paid off at the same time. My mama lost everything.
These spoiled ass abuse victims.
I guarantee if you told my mom this, she'd be like, the bitch got money? Where's my money?
You can get money off of getting your ass beat. America really is the best country in the world.
Jesus.
I'm saying. I would love to have a talk with this bitch.
Yo, how spoiled, son. How many places in the world where you're a woman, you just get your ass beat and you ain't getting no money in America?
She's a diva already. She's not even
Son.
famous.
Son, this is crazy. This is crazy.
My mama tuck this bitch when she get out the hospital.
Yo,
God.
real
Yeah,
talk.
set her straight.
She gotta send her a tweet. She gotta send her a tweet. Tell her, be grateful. Be grateful, my child. Oh, fuck.
Kaz, did you get your point across?
Yo, we out here making music. We out here
As you open this shit up,
You
what
open
did you
it.
think was gonna
I mean,
happen?
I'm just like,
shit.
yeah, I should know this by now. Like, I
yo.
should know. Like,
You
by now,
open-
it's just like, all right. Oh, God damn it. All right.
Yo.
All right. All right.
Let's fucking go! Them shirts is coming off, son. The shirts is coming off. Keep the camera above so you just get my top ads. Because I don't got the bottom ones no
The
more.
abs
But
not there yet.
I still got the top ones.
Chesticles. I'm
Yo,
good.
keep it. Don't go down here to the muffin. Just keep it at the top of the muffin. This shit is straight corn, baby.
This is the wildest
What's
shit.
that? What's that? You see some muscle right there? We not playing no fucking games, man.
How did we get here?
Yo.
You know what's funny?
What?
we get here?
I'm gonna take my pants off too.
All right. Fuck, man. Come on. Shit.
Is we making all these jokes about abuse, and then you decide to look as abusive as you possibly can.
Yo, I'm
Like, the
Sheck
only thing
Wes,
missing
son.
is a wife beater,
I'm
bro.
I'm Sheck Wes, bro. I'm Sheck Wes, bro. Tell me,
You wildin'
tell me
like
I'm
that.
not
Little-
Sheck Wes, bro.
What is this? What
Pour
are you
water
doing?
on himself.
Tell
Why
me
did
I
you
don't
lick
look.
it?
Tell me I don't look just
Why
like
did you
Sheck.
lick it?
Tell me I look just like Sheck in the video. Go put up the picture. Put up the picture. Put up
Well,
the
his album's called Mud Boy.
Put up the picture, what?
His album's called Mud Boy.
But we both in the mud, Cat. Hold on, get that picture up so I can look
my
just like I'm gonna take my deep breath and then pause. And then we gonna pause it. Where we go pause it?
Oh my god.
How long it takes you to get a picture?
That's not doing his job,
God,
fam.
Eden. It's not like. Oh look. All right, ready? Hold on.
Oh my God.
Yo, Justine, you gotta be Justine's guy.
wait,
Oh
hold on.
my fucking
Hold on,
God.
Okay. What game? We in the main?
Yeah,
we in the main?
We're in the
Okay.
middle.
Hold on.
All right, ready?
Jesus Christ. What's going on?
Let's go, Kaz.
Yo, Kaz is back. Kaz is back.
Kaz gave Andrew his chain.
Kaz is back, son. Kaz is back.
You're
Hold on.
Sheck White.
Sheck Wes. Trailer Park West.
Oh
shit,
my God.
Okay, ready? I'm Shaq Less. Okay, ready? All right, let's go. Hold on. Ready? Ready? Hold on. Ready?
I got
Play it. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Go. Ready? Hold on. Ready?
I got you on the center.
Okay.
Hey, me.
Uh-oh. Fuck. Shit. You gotta talk. Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Throw some money at a bitch.
And how we look. We got it?
I think it's perfect.
Okay.
Son. I give no fucks, bro. I need some jewelry. I need some jewelry.
Jury.
I need some jewelry,
Jewelry.
Akash. Son, it's lit. Y'all gotta take your shirts
Oh
off.
my gosh, bro. I'm not taking my shirt off,
Hey, man.
dude.
Yo, no, that's how.
If I had more body positivity, I would. I'm gonna be honest.
Son, you just gotta go above the top abs, son. You look amazing above top abs, son.
Yo, that screen grab is gonna look crazy if we all
It
have
is,
our shirts
isn't it?
off.
I'll tell you what, you cannot put on fucking Instagram is this
With
this shot. That give away too much.
I'll tell you what's gonna be in the Discord. I'll tell you what's gonna be in the Discord.
That's family.
I'm fucking
family.
the Discord, bro. Oh my god.
Son, it really is what Twitter used to be.
He looks like Emmanuel Moutier. He don't look like Moutier, especially right here in this
Nah,
picture.
bro, he looked like the bad guy from the new Black Panther.
Not
Wakanda
Killmonger.
is not forever.
Not Killmonger, the other
No,
one.
a new
the dude
one.
From
We
Get
don't
Out.
even know who
Oh,
he
you
is.
don't even know?
Nah, he coming from Ghana.
Slapmonger.
You don't look like dude from Get Out? Oh my god.
This is your queen.
My God.
Bro, it's fucking litty. Should I put my shirt back on or no?
Please. For the love of God. For the love of God, please put your shirt back
If
on.
we get 100,000 patrons, I'm having my mom call this bitch.
Yo, Justine's got
Send her straight. Yo, how dare you?
Let's talk.
Oh, fuck.
Let's talk.
They kind of do look alike.
Bitter.
They do. It looks like.
Is it
yeah,
bitter?
see, look like him.
Beta, yeah.
Beta. Beta or bitter?
Beta.
Beta.
Beta, like a BA.
Beta. Oh, beta.
Yeah. Not bad.
I pronounced the shit out of
Not
that.
bad.
Yo, the other day, Akash and I reached a milestone in our friendship. Son.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
This shit was a milestone, B.
I think it might have been.
Yo,
Did y'all kiss?
even better.
They been did that.
Even better.
I
We were
wish.
just sitting talking, having dinner,
Yeah.
and he responded to me in Hindi.
Yeah. I be doing that
That's
to white
really
people,
cute.
but
Come on, son.
but hold on. But
right.
they always just get completely thrown off. They're like, what? Huh? He said something, and I said, why in Hindi? And then Andrew just started telling me why. And
In
then he
Hindi?
stopped. He was like, wait, what'd you say? And then I said, and then he was like, oh, and then he just knew. Every other
Did he
white
respond
person.
in Hindi?
Yeah,
or just...
no. He responded in English, but he
I
knew.
don't know Hindi, son.
Normally, if somebody says something, I just go, Kyo. They're just like, what? Huh? Nothing after that. He just started answering.
So Kyo, that's
Kyo. Yeah,
Kyo?
like,
Kyo.
Kyo.
yeah,
Kyo?
it's not
Okay,
bad.
Kyo.
got it.
Like a car
Got it
driving
locked
by
in.
quick.
Kyo, I say.
Lock
No.
the fuck in, bro.
Like a bullet went by your
Oh,
head.
boy.
But that was a powerful moment for me, son.
So you just gonna take my chain? Like,
Yo, you gotta rock it like this. Son. That's the new shit right here. If you got that Neanderthal brow like me,
I don't.
look at my Neanderthal brow.
Like Helen of Troy, but a
I'm
dude. That's
Cleopatra.
Troy of Helen.
You look like
Troy of Helen.
I don't know where I got this chain.
you look like the gay bad guy from 300 with the nose ring and shit.
Oh my god.
That dude's mad flamboyant for no reason.
Yo, how he got everybody to follow him?
Yeah, I was like,
Right?
bruh.
let's go to take over Sparta. He was the same dude from Silence of the Lambs. That's the same motherfucker. It washes itself. It puts the lotion on. Son, that's me, son.
This the type of dude that's...
Let me take my pants off.
Oh, Jesus. Please keep your pants on.
Everyone on
Please
Patreon,
keep your
please
pants
make an
on,
edit.
please.
With his
I
face
need
on
my
it.
shit like that.
Oh,
like this.
God,
Look at
bro.
throwing it to keep it tight up.
How did this? He is throwing it up. All right,
Really
so I'll fuck
throwing
with
it,
him.
keep it tight. Nah.
Yo, please,
Oh my God! Why?
Please, God, please. Please, all right.
Damn.
What do I got?
I mean, he's doing it.
I got-
I'm not
okay.
upset.
Hold
But
on.
Yo, Edit, what the fuck,
Keep
bro?
that
I don't know what you want me to do.
Keep
You
that
make it
one
seem
up.
like this is my fault.
Keep that one
It is your fault, Edit. What the fuck, man?
up. Keep that one up, man.
Yo, Cass, you started this whole thing.
Keep that one up, edit. Keep that one up, edit. Okay. All right, ready?
Yo,
Hold on, did I get it right?
yo, Andrew.
Hey, did I get it
Yo,
right?
Andrew, tell Cass to suck your dick like this. See if he don't try to fight you.
Kyong. Kyong.
Oh
Did I get it
God.
though?
I need
Alright.
Kaz's face
Why
as
do
an
I act like you
emoji.
can't see me from a peripheral?
I can see very little from a peripheral. It works all right. Yo, don't this guy look like the type of dude to slap a bitch in the face with money? This is
Who,
exactly
me?
this dude.
This is actually even cuter the way I did it like this. Yo, so tell us about the Roc Nation brunch you didn't go to.
Jesus
Yo, I
Christ.
found out today that Kaz got turned down and then went to Roscoe's Chicken and
No,
Waffles.
I didn't go.
I heard that shit is lit though.
I didn't go at all. Always lit.
Roscoe Liddy,
Roscoe's
always.
lit
We
as
didn't
fuck.
get into
I-
Roscoe's at All-Star
I would have
Weekend.
pulled up to the Roc Nation brunch like this, like I would have pulled up like this, like it's Schulz plus one. It's Schulz plus one for the Roc Nation brunch.
Oh my God.
You got to put some reverb on my voice or something.
That's your dick, bro.
Yo, my dang-a-lang, bro. I had to let the dang-a-lang go, bro.
Oh, yes.
You go, yo. How often you call your dick your dang-a-lang?
Your dong.
Yo, how often, Akaash, have you called your dick your dang-a-lang? Bro, like you sound like
I
a
might have to
fucking...
start.
Bro, that's how these retards be fucking each other, yo. They be like, hey, do you want this dang-a-lang? You want this
I
dang-a-lang?
can't breathe.
You want this dang-a-lang?
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
They're like, put this necklace on. They put on just like I got mine on. Yo, and they're like, you want this dang-a-lang?
Yo, it's so funny.
Yo, Akaash, you don't ever have... Yo, you never tried that dish? That's a Thai dish.
Have you tried that?
What, dang-a-lang?
Yeah, tell go suck your dang-a-lang.
Yo,
Hey, open up your mouth and get it ready for this dang-a-lang. You ever try that? On a bitch?
sometimes I really be like, all right, baby, let's get ready for some dang. Who's ready for some dang?
Oh my God.
Who's ready for some dang-a-lang like this though? Akaash, like this,
Oh, fuck.
dang-a-lang.
Yes, you started this for them. You activated it.
You kind of did. Now
It's
think
like-
about it, right?
It's like
I
you,
think I had sugar for the first time in months.
it's like you fed a gremlin after midnight.
You
Yo, that's what
did.
it feels like, yo. I'm like, where the fuck do we... How?
No, it's about that. What? You never fed a girl some dang-a-lang?
What,
You
you-
never
what
some
sugar did you
dang-a-lang?
have?
What?
What sugar did you have?
Bitch! We got Evan going. Yeah, I'm Sheck Wes and I'm really, really rich. Pop up with my dick and put the dang-a-ling in, bitch. That was maybe one more syllable too much.
That was too much dangle, bro.
Yo, it was too much dangle.
Way too much dangle.
Son, I'm just out here putting cold water on my body.
That rug
You
gonna
know
be
what
mad
I'm saying?
wet.
It's cold. This is a thermos.
The rug gonna be mad wet.
What?
The rug.
Bitch. That's probably why they fought in the first place. Anytime she asked him a question, he just hit her with that. What? Bitch. Yo, guys, you good?
I'm fantastic.
Word? You ever put your balls on a table?
Please don't put your balls.
That's too far.
Please don't put
I'll
your
walk
balls
out
on
the
table,
room, dog.
bro. Please. Pretty please.
Oh fuck.
God damn it.
Oh fuck.
It's funny because we gotta watch him put his clothes back on.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna take. It's way longer putting it back on. Like you can get your clothes off quick. There's a lot of momentum, but when
Yo, can
you
I
gotta
put
put
chain
it
back,
on-
please, yo?
Say what?
Fuck.
Nah, that's my chain now, bro. You gave me that.
He demoed you for your chain,
Yo,
Cash.
you
You're not gonna stand for that.
Chain, Kaz. You did.
Grandmama gave me that shit.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that chain. That seems like a reasonable reason to get your chain back.
You know what's
Oh, my
wild
God.
is people apparently didn't think we could top the regular episode on Patreon. I mean, we're so far past it.
Oh, we can't? Is that what you're
Yo,
saying?
stop
What?
I'm
encouraging
saying
him.
we did.
Stop,
I'm saying we've already
stop.
done that.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
We lacked that
Fuck.
shit.
Bitch. son, listen. Hey, bruh. Hey, if you going through it, I got any links to bring joy, bro. Just
Appreciate
let
that.
me know any links to bring
Appreciate
joy,
that.
bro.
I
Any
appreciate
links,
that.
bro.
At the expense of Kaz.
Nah, I think it's hilarious. I'm just,
Some people gotta be sacrificed.
I think it's hilarious.
Some people have to be sacrificed. Do you know what I mean? I got my titties hard.
Yo. So you got sacrificed is Jasmine Sky, is that her name?
What?
Jesus
She got
Christ.
sacrificed.
Justine.
What's that bitch name?
Justine Sky.
Hey, that's the bitch that got money out of it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You think when she woke up from being knocked out, she was looking at the sky like, oh.
Fuck. Christ.
You can't get knocked out for money, though. What are you trying to say? I'm built like that guy?
Which one?
The Smeagol guy? Nah, that's just weird. All right, sons. Okay, so. Shall we talk about some sports?
Fuck, yeah, sure.
It would be nice to talk about some sports. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What did you eat for real?
Son, I don't know, but I got to keep it up.
Sugar?
I think I might have some sugar.
Andrew hadn't had sugar in months, right?
Yeah.
It really gives,
affected me.
does it actually give you a rush?
Sorry?
Does it actually give you a rush?
What?
Bitch.
No.
I like Eden getting comfy on the mic. You still terrible at Google, but I like you talking.
No, he get in there. He really
He's
get
getting
in there,
there.
son.
He's getting there.
He really get in there. You know?
He had a little flagrant joke earlier. I don't remember what it was, but he got in there.
What'd you say?
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I
He
called it
said,
out.
he said, oh, it slaps. Talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
Chris.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that was
There it is.
Fuck with it. Fuck
Yeah,
with it.
bruh. Yeah, bruh.
Joe Flacco got traded.
What?
It's a thing that happened.
There's a thing that happened.
Thing that happened
Oh my
today.
God.
Exactly. What happened, though?
He got traded to the Broncos.
I'm looking this up
Oh,
because I don't
man.
even believe it.
Yeah, Joe Flacco got
He got
traded
traded
today.
Wait a
Oh my
minute.
God.
So Joe Flacco is now on the Broncos.
Pretty Flacco.
Shit. Bitch.
Really?
Man, I'm really rich. All right. So, and who did he get traded for?
Mid-round pick.
Oh, so they're really done with Flacco.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's the backup, so you might as well get a little pick for him if you can.
And they said,
And he
well,
getting paid
obviously-
too much.
Yeah.
I think, dude, imagine you have Flacco, right?
Yo, can I have my chain back, bro?
Yeah, you can
Oh, I
have it.
forgot.
Sorry, I forgot I was wearing it.
That's okay.
Uh,
It's a little weird.
caught a piece of my hair.
I just don't want to,
Is this made out of gold?
it is made out of gold.
Bro. Have you ever seen that much gold, Akaash?
Uh-oh.
That's got many chains in one chain.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go buy some shit from India. Stun on you a little bit.
Yo,
You should, actually.
real talk.
I feel like you could pick it out of trees out
If
there.
you don't go into a fucking shop mart or whatever the fuck that
What?
store
Yo,
is,
I need you to get me the name of that
I will
store.
get you the name. Whoever's
Alright.
listening right now, if you have the name, make sure you send to us. Shop something. Shop.
He didn't message me for some reason. He messaged you, but you DM'd him, right? You got in your DMs?
Yeah, I DM'd him
Okay.
Shop somewhere.
back.
What is
Yeah, yeah.
I DM'd him back,
You're not
bro.
DMing dudes.
Yeah.
What are you, pretty hot and glamorous?
What? Pug.
that? Pog.
Pug.
Pag.
Trick P Pog.
Bunch of pags.
What is it? Sog?
Sog, yeah.
Sog. Pug.
Yeah.
That's what we can call it.
Pug.
Total pug. Pretty hot and glamorous, bro. Okay. But you have to go there. You have to take a
I
picture with him.
100% want to go there. I'm going to Mumbai for shows.
Oh, so then and you can get them anywhere in Mumbai, right? It's like a very
At that
popular
store, apparently.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. But
Well, he said it was like a
I'll Uber
Macy's.
to that motherfucker, yeah.
Wait, do they got Uber?
They got Uber?
Yeah, they got Uber in India.
That's tight.
Is Uber like a little kid with one of those like rickshaws? Is it like Indiana Jones or some shit, or what is it?
It's a guy on a bike.
I was so expecting a rape joke that I didn't see that one coming. You know?
Rape
Fuck.
joke.
That was good.
No, that's Uber Pool. So
Wow. God damn.
A couple of pools in that pool.
God damn.
So wait a minute, dead ass. So Uber, 100% over there, everything.
Yeah, but they got another one more people use. But they got Uber too.
What's it called?
I forget.
Lyft.
Oh my god. Fuck.
What about I thought that there was like a crazy no joke, dead ass bike culture there. Everybody gets around on bike in the bigger cities,
Mad people got bikes.
like
but
bigger than China.
Like bikes like Vespas or like
No. Bicycle.
a lot
bicycle.
of scooters out there. I didn't see as many bicycles, especially in the big cities. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I thought it was strictly no bullshit, a money thing. Like, I know it sounds like I'm about to set up a joke. Nothing like that
No,
at all.
I don't. I'll keep an eye out. But I remember just the traffic was insane. In New
Car
Delhi,
traffic.
Car traffic was like I've never seen anything like that.
What? What, Akaash? Why you think I'm about to throw jokes out there?
I just know.
Damn,
And you
bro.
just keep having to kick it down the road because you want to be unexpected. Just go.
It's
Just
gonna be
go.
unexpected. You're not even gonna know when it comes. Gas is in it. Gas is with us. Let's go. Let's go. We gotta talk through it so we don't get flagged. You know. So, what? Hey. What is that dance where they go like this?
Dab?
No,
What?
they like bring it back.
The fuck is that?
It's something.
gotta be
You
there.
never seen that one?
I've never seen. I don't
It's
know
like-
what that is.
You think Sheck Wes ever when he was like slapping, he tried to disguise it as like a millie?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Just like,
course.
you know what I mean? Just put a little extra
Where's the
shoulder
problem?
in it.
Yes. Wait, what's the Harlem Shake? You think she did? Had to get that out quick. Okay. So, Mr. Singh,
Yes,
you
sir.
hit up India. You go to the motherland.
Mm-hmm.
What is the first thing that you do in the motherland?
I got a wedding straight. I gotta go straight to a wedding.
Okay. Is it a poor wedding or is it a rich wedding?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be decent. I mean, like,
Elephants?
Oh my god.
I don't expect elephants.
There really elephants?
Fam.
My homie, his homie had
Put-
an
put him
elephant
on-
in America. Yeah,
Oh shit.
rode on an elephant. That's like baller status, like unnecessary.
That's fire.
Here, but my understanding over there,
I'm curious. This is my first Indian wedding. My first. And I got two actually, back to back.
are you dancing in it?
Hell yeah, I'm a dancer.
No. As part of choreography, because you did that in one of the weddings that I saw
I'm
you at.
supposed to do it in one. I don't know if I'm up to it spirit wise. If my mom was in India with me, we would have. I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Without her, I don't know if I feel up to it, but yeah.
Do you get to choose the song?
No. Well, this if you make up the
choreography
choreography,
and
yeah,
things.
but if not, then you're just in it. I'm gonna just be in it.
How much time do you have to learn that?
Typically a day. So it's nothing crazy. You just do what you can in a day.
It's fucking fascinating.
A wedding's like a talent show. Y'all will see when I get married.
Are we gonna do a big wedding for you?
I feel like we should. I feel like the assholes will pay for that.
It's a,
Oh, fuck the wedding. The bachelor party. On the bachelor party, son. Oh my god.
Oh, I found a black girl for you, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, black girl says my DM.
Oh, I
Yo,
need a
what's up?
China for you, bro.
Found a black girl for you.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
girl.
Carl.
Curly hair. I haven't seen her toes yet though.
Can we see what's the? Can we see the gram? Can you bring up the
I'll
gram?
bring it. Y'all keep talking.
right.
I'm up to scroll.
Just send
Okay.
me the link.
So this. Well, no, don't put it on the big screen.
never
'cause,
mind.
You know,
I gotta find a China for you though.
please fly to China. Thank you. Or Bakke.
I found a Latin
Oh,
for
yeah,
you
yeah,
in
yeah.
Cali.
A Latin for me in Cali. Oh, you showed me that.
Man said all Latin.
I think we can do a little better, right?
I saw other pictures.
Yeah. I think we
Noted.
can do a little better.
Mm.
Back to you.
Yes.
This bachelor party, you have to give me full reign on your bachelor party. Is
Literally
that fair?
never.
You wouldn't want a
Ken.
bachelor party?
Not Not from this dude.
Kyung,
You throwing a little extra G on there.
Kyung,
Kyung.
Kyung.
Yeah.
Kyung.
That's close. You're still making a little like Japanese sound to me, but yeah, it's fine.
Why? Why not? Why can't I have full reign on
I
it?
just don't want the bachelor party you can throw.
Why not? It's not about you. It's about your friend. The bachelor party's not about
Low-key.
you. It's about your friends. And oh my God, I'm gonna have a girl sit her fucking pussy right on your mouth and nose.
Jesus.
Dude, it's gonna be covered.
No,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it.
All right.
Dude, there's one
That took a
friend
lot
of
of
mine.
convincing.
My boy thought that he.
I was like, no.
No,
All
that's
right.
what happened. my one buddy, I don't know, you probably met him at Edmundo. Remember Edmundo?
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
Edmundo? He thought that he could have like a faithful bachelor party by going to all the way to like Wyoming or Montana or one of these fucking places.
Yeah.
We literally drove in strippers from 6 hours away,
Okay, got it.
and he didn't fuck any of them. I didn't
Oh,
either.
she said she's
But I'm
technically
pretty sure we
Nigerian.
had Molly that was
Her
meth.
Instagram name is. Do I
Don't say
the
it. No,
Instagram?
don't say it. Don't say it. Let me
okay.
just look. Let me just look.
Okay.
All I'm saying is let me throw the bachelor party. I think it's gonna be fun.
Listen, I don't even like strip clubs.
Who said we're going
I
to
went
the strip
single,
club?
and I didn't like the strip club.
Who said we're going to the strip club? That's what I'm trying to.
But I'm just saying, I'm not even
Yeah,
the stripper
right?
thing.
Look cute, a
She's
little
alright.
coyote.
How you find it?
Cute.
She slid in the DMs.
Oh
She
shit!
specifically asked, like, yo, I want to be on the Flagrant Bachelor for
Hey,
Andrew. I was like,
listen,
"Word?"
I need a China. Let's put the call out. We need a China Asian, not my kind of Asian. A China Asian. All the other Chinas will do. Philippines, Japan, whatever. You just send us your Chinas, and I feel like I got a real shot because they typically have good feet.
Now they used to be bound.
Yeah, I know, but that's how they got good over time. You know what I mean? So it's natural selection. The feet clearly mattered to them.
Like that's their version of Puerto Rican fat asses.
Yeah.
Like it was just bred into it.
I mean, well, then I'm sure they just started choosing girls with better feet, and that's who they reproduce with.
Son,
We really just Japanese at the end of the day.
this picture is hilarious.
Oh my God, that's funny.
This picture is
That-
fucking
With the shirt that says
hilarious.
feminism on it.
That looks like you're like.
She vegan,
cup of
dog.
tea. Yeah.
Dude, that
She
is
cute, though.
hilarious. She took a picture with a slice of watermelon as a cell phone. Or as a
I was like,
telephone. Yo, son.
as the guy in charge of getting the black woman on the show, that
You
could've
don't
been a
know
lot
if you can-
better. I mean, fuck. I'm trying to fucking. God damn, yo. Watermelon, really?
Oh,
I'm glad she's not modeling no more. She was too skinny back then. That's a little weird.
God damn. All right,
Bro, look at this shit.
bro. I see it.
That bitch look like a macaroni noodle. tell me she don't, fam. Like an elbow.
Oh,
bro,
And
nah.
This might be his future.
You know what
his
she looked
future
like
girl,
right there?
bro.
Remember in Men in Black, those little aliens in the coffee room?
Oh God, I got.
Oh, bruh.
Yo, does she have that
Yo,
body?
she look like a cigarette. It's a black and
What
mild.
if you really like her, bro? What if she's like the one and you don't know it?
I need to find the one. How you find the one?
Andrew be hating bitches for no reason.
Probably shouldn't call Men in Black aliens.
Yo, bruh, tell me that ain't Afro.
Oh God damn it!
I said he looked like I said she looked like the shit he holding.
But that was her body in that pic, though. I'm not saying that she looked like that always, but like that.
No, she gained a little weight. Now she look good.
But like that, there's some similarity. in that.
Right?
God.
Bruh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. They got balls on this.
Feel like
shit.
a
What was
millipede.
that?
All right, let's talk, fellas. Let's talk some real shit. So we got Flacco traded. The Broncos finally have someone who could be somewhat competent as quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't believe in it?
No, I've never believed in Joe Flacco.
All right, that's fair.
I think Joe Flacco was fucking.
That
butt.
playoff run, he was good.
He
But
was. He
that
had good
means-
moments. I don't say he was good.
Right.
He beat the Broncos on the deep ball actually in the playoffs and knocked out Peyton Manning.
He
You
did.
got a gun.
I do remember that.
You can throw the ball far. I don't know if they have the wide receivers there. Do they still have Sanders?
I don't know. They don't have.
What? What? My feet are blocking the shot?
Your socks do look wild dirty, bro.
I don't care.
Like I know they're not white. No, I know they're not supposed to be white, but
Yeah.
they look like they were white at one point. And
Oh,
they're
they
no,
do
it's
just,
kind of
kinda
that
look
yellow.
Yeah,
It
they
is
do
all it
look
is.
like that.
It is what it is. It ain't that case. That ain't the case, but it don't matter.
it's gross.
All right, so fuck that. What do we really want to discuss, guys? What are we really affected by in sports? What did we not get to last week that we wish
A
we got
lot
to?
of shit.
So much.
A lot of shit.
Right?
We didn't get to.
Oh, damn it. That didn't get there. Shit. I just threw Ed in his phone and it hit literally everything on the way, bro. Like, the camera, the board.
You committed to the rethrow.
All right, we could talk about Kyrie.
Oh, so how bad was the injury?
So Kyrie got hurt.
Max
a little
player.
little knee tweak. But apparently, to you guys' argument,
Oh yeah.
Celtics look pretty damn good without him.
Interesante.
They look pretty damn good
Who
without
did they
him.
beat without him? The Sixers.
Sixers,
Everybody's
yeah.
chic pick
Wow.
without their max player.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Still a max player.
But he's going to get max money because
He's
you
still a
overpay in
max
free
player.
agency. But if I have max money and I have job security and I know I don't need to win next year, I don't pay him max money.
Never.
There are very few people. This is my point. Very few people I give max money to.
Yep.
He ain't one of them.
Yep.
Here's
And
one
you
of the
saying
things.
there's 30 teams. Harrison Barnes got max money from the Mavericks. I didn't think he deserved that shit at all.
Great
Okay.
point.
Cut that in half.
Great
Okay.
point.
So if you're building a team and
So
you're not
you're
thinking I
comparing
just have to spend
Harrison-
this money.
You're comparing
No.
Harrison Barnes
No,
to Kyrie
because I'd
Irving.
pay Kyrie much closer to max than I would Harrison. Harrison, I'd give half of a max at most.
I
The
just
issue is
think-
that Kyrie makes your team worse if he's your best player, and you can't max out somebody who makes your team worse if you're their best player. Because as you see, the Celtics are going to start playing better because we know who the cancer is. Kyrie is a cancer on a team.
I don't
if he
think he's the
doesn't have
cancer.
LeBron.
I just think the team's not built for him.
What team is built for him?
Any team but that. He came in
Really?
there. Yes, he
How
came
about
in
the
there.
Cavaliers when LeBron went out? That wasn't built for him. So not
It
any
was
team.
built for LeBron. That
Okay,
was
but then
LeBron's
not any team is built for him.
What about the Cavs before he was there?
He was drafted there.
Yeah.
They sucked. And
He
he
had
was young.
3
and he got
years?
hurt a
How
lot.
many years did they have?
Oh, he got hurt a lot. That's not his
A
fault.
lot of excuses for Kyrie. I'm saying we making a
But
lot
but you
of
should still
excuses.
pay a guy if he gets hurt a lot because there's that's
good
just
point.
freak
I just
occurrences.
think you guys are allergic to the word max. Like
I'm not allergic to it. I mean,
I
it's
think the
just-
word max scares you off.
Of
Like,
course, because there's not many people I'd give a
if
max
you're a
to.
GM and Kyrie Irving comes to you and says, "Hey, I want to play for your team," like, will you not take the max? And he says no, and
Then
he
I say
leaves,
then
Then
keep going.
you're gonna lose your job.
But that's what- but did you hear all my
It's the
caveats?
market. It's
Did
the
you
market.
hear-
It's
but-
not so much
okay.
like how much he's
But-
worth.
I
It's
understand
like,
what you're.
Sure.
I understand the point you're
Yeezys
making.
cost $5,000
Right.
in the market right now. I don't think they're worth
You're not gonna
$5,000.
pay
But you
that,
can
yeah.
get Yeezys for not $5,000.
That's
You're
what
not
he's
gonna
saying.
get a
Yeah,
Kyrie
That's
exactly.
his argument.
All right, so who will you pay?
I would
Kyrie
pay
Irving?
Jason Tatum more than I would pay Kyrie Irving.
I'm with
Straight
you
up.
on that.
Straight up. He's younger. He's healthier.
Durable,
He's got a
yes.
higher ceiling, and he's a better character guy. I would pay I think by the time in like 2-3 years,
Tatum's
I'm gonna be
been
looking
too,
at
he's been
Jason
too off
Tatum.
and on for me this season.
It's his second year.
Yeah.
Kyrie off and on the court in 8 years.
How?
What do you mean how? Where's he right now? On the court?
How?
Is he on the court
got
right
hurt.
now? Okay, that's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I get
He's
that.
always hurt.
If injuries are
That
your
was the
concern,
joke.
if injuries
Off-
are your concern, I
That's
get
a massive deal.
All right.
I don't think he's the best team player. I don't think he elevates the play of his teammates. To me, a max guy, there are a handful, 10 to 15 maybe. And Kyrie not one of them.
You know what Kyrie would be the best ever at?
Golden State?
No, 6-man. Just
You're
be a
bugging.
microwave.
Y'all bugging. Y'all absolutely bugging.
I mean,
Just
Absolutely
be
bugging.
come in 25 minutes a
bugging.
game
You're
and
bugging.
fucking
In like
hoist
a-
up
in like-
every shot.
I
The
would- I can
Celtics
agree with
are
that.
built for Brad Stevens, not for Kyrie Irving. It's a bunch of the same guys
we can agree on that.
playing the same position that
I don't
are
agree on that.
versatile.
Hold on. You don't agree with that statement he's making right now that the Celtics are built for Brad, not Kyrie?
No, you got a booger on your nose.
I was trying to I got it out.
It's on the tip of your nose, like Rudolph.
The red nose?
The green nose. Still
Gross.
ain't get. It's crazy how you haven't got
That
it.
is
There
a
it is.
wild
There it
booger.
is. There it
There
is.
it is.
Right
There
here?
it is. Yeah.
Ew.
No, use a different finger. I think the point of Brad Stevens isn't it that he adapts to whoever his personnel is, he figures it out.
That's interesting.
Who is built for Kyrie? And if your point on sixth man to try to make it realistic is Manu Ginobili style sixth man, we're like,
Yes.
this guy's a Hall of Fame
Yes.
talent, but we're gonna bring him off the bench.
Yes.
Then
Y'all are on
he'd be
drugs, bro.
fantastic.
Y'all
That's
on
where you would
drugs.
get the most out of him.
Y'all
You'd
on
get the most out of
drugs,
Kyrie
bro.
if you're just like, hey,
That's
come in for
drugs.
25 minutes and green light, hoist up anything you want, and then we'll just run our offense.
He averages 8 assists a game. He's not just chucking mindlessly.
Manu's a great passer too.
But he
in
never
my
averaged
opinion,
8 assists a game.
he would average the same amount of points, assists, and everything in 25 minutes as he does in the
I don't believe
38 that
that.
he plays. I bet
I
you he
believe
would.
that.
And
So
also,
what team does he
Manu
not
played
make better
real
if he
quick.
goes
Manu
there?
played on the Spurs that didn't ever score. This is a different league. If we're comparing
Yeah,
stats
he
now
has
to
2
stats
other
then,
Hall of Famers on his team.
yeah, a
And he had the
defensive
greatest
team.
power forward of all time with the greatest coach of all time.
LeBron had arguably the greatest player of all time. I mean, Kyrie had arguably the greatest player of all time.
Yeah, and they won a championship, and they beat an all-time great team together.
And then they
What's your
lost,
point?
but they lost 2 out of 3. Why?
Yeah,
Because
because
one,
Kyrie was hurt.
Oh, what?
Everybody was
I'm
hurt.
sorry?
Everybody was hurt that
Who's
fucking
everybody? Kevin Love,
Kevin
the
Love
fucking can't lose.
It was LeBron James and Matthew Dellavedova versus the fucking Warriors.
You
Of
take
course they're
Kevin
gonna
Love off
lose.
the team, they should still win that series where LeBron has him in 6. But
No.
Kyrie can't stay on the floor
No.
because his knees ain't shit, and
Come
his joints ain't
on,
shit.
dog.
What
No.
you saying? Come on, like that's the only time
That
he got
Warriors
hurt.
team would have beat the Cavaliers. That Warriors team should have had 3 straight. Let's get that right. If it wasn't for Draymond Green, why? Why? If it wasn't for Draymond Green, they would have won 3 straight.
If it wasn't for Kyrie getting hurt, they would have had 1. The Cavs would have repeated.
No.
Because they lost to a better Warriors, or they beat a better Warriors team the next year, and LeBron was up 2-1.
The only reason why they came back
was up 2-1 with Matthew Dellavedova.
Yeah.
And the reason they won is because Andre Iguodala switched on him. He had nothing. After that, he had nothing. Yeah. If he could kick it out to a scorer, somebody to take some pressure off the defense,
I think it's a good argument.
I see your point.
I think it's a good argument.
But the reason why they won that championship, it should have been over in 5. The one that they ended up winning in 7 should have been over in 5 because of Draymond kicking people in the balls, because Kyrie and LeBron went absolutely nuts. Those are difference makers. Draymond was on LeBron most of those games. The games that he wasn't on there, he averaged like 40-something a game. And by the time he came back, it was over. He was already hot. You weren't. It was a runaway train at that point.
I hate this, and it's not. I'm more upset at the Golden State fans who say they only lost because Draymond went out.
Right.
Kyrie and Kevin Love were out the year before. Kevin Love didn't make that big of a deal, but Kyrie was a huge deal.
Right.
And Draymond missed 1 game.
So
LeBron
just figured him out. Mike,
like
if
LeBron
is Kyrie
just
the reason why they didn't win the championship?
Kyrie is a great scorer, but again, I just don't think as a GM, in an ideal world where you have job security, you just have to give max contracts out. So to me, Kyrie is not a max guy.
So what team does he not make better?
I don't know what teams does he make? Not the Celtics.
Because the Celtics are made for Brad Stevens.
And does he make them enough better for me to say, all right, max money? There's a lot of players who make you better without max money.
He can make any team better that has already a number 1 player. So if Kevin Durant is on any team and Kyrie goes
that's
there,
such an unfair assessment,
makes it
though.
better.
That's such an unfair thing to say. That's
because
like saying,
because most players would do that.
Most players are greater with another number 1. That's Steph Curry would be great if he had another number 1. No shit.
No, but I think Steph can go to any team and make that team better. And I think that.
But we've never
Kyrie
seen Steph
can.
without another All-Star.
Absolutely. So again, it's totally possible that Steph goes to another team and then can't change that team, and then my assumption is 100% wrong. Again, this is a guess.
Many
Can I say another point?
There's so many stars. We've never seen Kevin Durant without playing next to an All-Star.
Can I add to your point, though?
Yeah, sure.
Bring
Go.
up something?
Go.
Every time Steph Curry gets hurt, too. Every time he gets out, even with Kevin Durant, the Warriors struggle without him. Kyrie, last year, sat out. They pushed LeBron to Game 7 in the conference finals. Kyrie this year sits out.
Because
they just took down the Sixers.
Steph Curry is the key to that fucking Warriors car. Everybody knows that.
Kevin Durant. My point is
the reason why the Warriors were so good when they added Kevin Durant is because they took him away from the Thunder. They didn't really necessarily need him on the Warriors. They would have been fine without him. The Warriors are Steph Curry's team. The Celtics aren't Kyrie Irving's team. They're Brad Stevens' team.
I'll tell you this right now.
I agree with you on that.
If you are the Knicks and you get Kyrie and Kevin Durant and that's it, you're still not good enough to win shit. I don't think you make it to the conference
disagree
finals.
highly. I disagree highly.
Shit.
Highly.
Because who else is on that team?
They have a lot of young pieces, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are good enough alone to get you to the second round of any playoffs.
I think the second round. Okay.
All right, conference finals.
No.
I think Kevin Durant is good enough to get you.
And I'm still
guys,
I'm not handing out max money to get to the conference finals.
I think that with Kyrie and KD, the Knicks are a competitive team in the East. Just as long as you're putting pieces around them that fit, and that KD is the focus of the offense, much like with Cleveland, where LeBron was the focus of the offense. What happens here is a little tricky. I don't think Kyrie and KD play well together because they're both pretty much the same thing. KD's just a better version of Kyrie. He does everything that Kyrie does better.
No.
Kyrie is get buckets, dribble the ball, get buckets.
You're highly underrating Kevin Durant's impact on defense as well.
Oh, 100%. I was speaking offensively.
Okay.
Defensively, at least KD adds something, and he does add something. He adds a help defender, a potential shot blocker, length. There is 100%. But offensively, them playing together, I don't like that as much as I like
Steph and KD?
Steph and KD, way
We've
better.
seen Steph and KD.
But it's just skill set that they both possess, right?
I don't think it's skill set. I think it's when you have an alpha scorer and an alpha scorer on the same team.
Right.
They are always going to work better together because they have one less defender to worry about. The reason why KD was going to cook regardless.
But what does
this is the
LeBron
first time
do that most guys don't?
What do you mean?
Elite passing.
Pass.
And so he draws that second defender,
Okay.
and he makes sure that Kyrie is one-on-one no matter what, and he's an impossible guard one-on-one no matter what. But he also is someone who likes to defer to his teammates. So if you're Kyrie or if you're anybody else on the team, you're going to get those open shots because of him. I don't think KD is the type of player who naturally is deferring. I think he's such an assassin that he's going to get his spot, and he knows if he gets his spot, he can get a good shot.
I just think that style of play. Like, there's an argument to be made that, like, LeBron, he withholds a lot of people's talent because all he does is drive and kick, you shoot, drive and kick, you lay up. Like, it takes away a lot of people's creativity.
If they are drive and shoot guys as well. But the argument is anybody a better drive and kick guy than LeBron? And if you're not, then you're just withholding a talent that isn't necessary on the team. Like, for example, is Lonzo stifled by LeBron? Yes. But is LeBron better than Lonzo at everything that Lonzo does? Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hurt the team in that regard. It just
I think it's
minimizes this other guy's effect.
I think it's a different NBA, and I don't think you can win championships with LeBron James being that dude that's just driving and kicking. I think you need more weapons. I think we're in a league where if you don't have 3 guys that are killers, you're not in the game.
I think it's a fair point. Akaash, what do you think?
That
I think
valid.
it's a fair point. Yeah.
I'm saying if you can get Kyrie and KD and then go over the luxury tax for AD, yeah, you get the number 1 pick for Zion, flip it for Anthony Davis. That team is crazy. But I think
Zion, bro.
if you're sacrificing a lot of depth
keep Zion.
to have KD and to have Kyrie, I don't think that's the Miami Heat. To me, and you guys, I will say this: you guys probably know more ball than you do know more ball than me. But the Miami Heat with Wade and Bosh and LeBron, I don't think that works in this NBA. This NBA too deep. The Warriors are too deep. The Bucks are too deep.
Yeah, this is the league that they made.
And I think that's the league. But if you sign
Yeah.
2 max guys, and the Knicks might be willing to go deep into the luxury tax and figure out whatever they got to figure out. I don't know how that works. NBA salary cap complicated, but if you don't have depth and you just got those 2 guys, you're not good enough. So why am I? This is real talk. This is New York. You're not happy with second round.
My thing with the Knicks,
you want to win chips. That's not a championship squad.
Yeah.
If you put KD and Kyrie Irving on this Knicks team right now, just plug them in.
Yeah.
They're good enough to go to the conference finals.
That's
got
not that big a deal to me.
Listen,
Any team take the Knicks to the conference finals this year, they're building a fucking statue for those motherfuckers.
we've been suffering for
We've
so long.
suffered that long.
Suffered so long. If we're
Exactly.
making it to the conference finals, I think the city will almost secretly be very satisfied.
Bro, we had 12 good games with
for
Jeremy
real.
Lin, and the city was on fucking
Okay,
fire.
They'll be excited.
A couple years.
But what you're thinking about is truly what a franchise wants, which is a championship, and put ourselves in position to get it. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but your argument is great. You get to the conference finals, but you know with that squad you'll never win a championship.
Yes.
So is it what you want? I think that's a dope argument. It's like, should we settle? We're settling
I don't think
with
we're
that.
settling. I think Kyrie and KD on this current Knicks, you just plug and play.
No.
Just take them and put them in. I think they're good enough, bro.
You think they're good enough to win it all? I don't.
I think they're good enough to get there.
They're
You
not
got
good enough to
DeAndre
beat
Jordan.
the Celtics. They're not good enough to beat the Bucks, and they're
DeAndre
not good
Jordan.
enough to beat the
Okay, give me a year from now.
the
Just
76ers.
to be super realistic.
76ers, right? I don't think they're good enough to beat
I
any
think all
three of
those teams are getting better. KD 30, Kyrie always hurt. That Knicks team is this year, the year they signed, maybe a year of chemistry would do a lot, but like in terms of ascending talent, no.
Yeah.
I think Giannis still getting better.
I think the Knicks.
I think Chris Middleton's still getting better. I think the Bucks
right.
ascending. Sixers are ascending.
I do
Embiid,
think-
Simmons, these
I
are
do
young
think-
pieces.
This Mirotic pickup for the Bucks,
Big.
Sneaky good
Big.
pickup.
sneaky good pickup because they needed. They were like, Thon Maker's going to be a knockdown 3-point shooter. We're going to be good with this guy.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't.
Yeah.
And now they got this. He's a little bit streaky, but he can knock down the open three
He'll get the most open shots he's ever gotten in his career.
in his life.
Yeah.
So if he knocks them down at a clip that they expect, they're built for playoffs. That's what that move was about, right? It's like we know what they're going to do with Giannis in the playoffs.
Everybody's all in this year.
Everybody's all in.
Everybody thinks
and
that
you know what
they
to do
could-
with Giannis in the playoffs, right? You know you're going to sag back. You know you're going to double when he goes to the rim hard. He needs players to kick to and knock down. And they got a guy who can do it. It's going to be a very interesting Eastern Conference. I think Eastern Conference playoffs are going to be more interesting than the West, right?
For sure
I
better.
think, absolutely.
What's the suspense
I
in
mean,
the West?
I love-
Maybe the Rockets put it together.
Right?
That's it.
Yeah. That's or Denver maybe could start
Honestly,
to ruffle feathers.
I was about to say Denver because Isaiah Thomas makes his debut tonight.
Oh, good point.
And it's like if he comes
Maybe
back
better
and
on
he's
Go.
and if he's good, if he's
right.
what he
How
used
does
to
that
be.
change the West? if IT comes
They're already
back
a
and
top.
is-
They're already top 3, right? I think they're top 3.
Yeah,
in the
they're
West.
top. They're one. I think
No,
their coach.
I think the Warriors took it back. They haven't lost since
Okay.
Cousins came on.
But-
But it's not by much. Maybe like a game or two.
They're
behind.
competitive with the
Yeah.
Warriors. Let's say it.
Nuggets are second.
Nuggets are
are
second.
second, okay.
IT comes back. Let's say he is. Doesn't have to be Boston IT,
Off the bench.
but let's say he's off the bench and effective.
Mm.
What does that do to the Western Conference?
You got a guy who can hit big shots in a big moment.
Can win you a
Can
playoff
win-
game
can
by
win-
himself?
Absolutely win a playoff game by himself. Absolutely. If he's good like he used to be, if he's healthy and he can go, he can absolutely win you a game by himself.
So what are we seeing
But-
for Western Conference? Is that the Western Conference Finals matchup
The
right there?
Thunder. The Thunder. I love the Thunder, bro.
kicking ass.
I love the Thunder. I love
Talk
what
to
Paul
me.
George is doing right now. I think he needs to be in that MVP conversation.
He is. I see that now.
I think Russell Westbrook has completely fucking changed the narrative on himself being a
10
bad
straight,
teammate.
10 straight triple doubles.
10 straight triple doubles.
And that
People
means
always
he's
thought he was
looking-
a bad fucking
Yep.
teammate. He was
Yep.
you ask anybody in the Thunder, he's like, he's the best fucking teammate I've ever had. He'll go 3 for fucking 20, and you will see he'll be happy as fuck, still playing hard, not fucking sulking. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul George has come and he's taken over as the best player on that team. He's the best player on that team
And
now.
to Russell's credit, he's allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
He didn't let that happen with KD.
Because they were both, you know, I mean, they were both young lions, still trying to, you know.
I think they were both trying to find themselves, and I think that
after a certain amount of accomplishments.
Russell realized that this is the player he is in the league, and there's a way to play this style
Mm-hmm.
and win games and potentially win a championship, and there's a way to play this style and do okay.
Yeah.
And credit to him
I really do
for
think.
accepting how he can be an effective winner. And if this is what he does, who knows? But credit to him to realizing how he can use his skill set to win games. Akaash is back right now. We're talking about
OKC.
and Westbrook.
Yeah, I realized immediately when I looked at the
Yeah,
standings.
just shifting his game slightly
Yep.
to where, look, he's still doing triple dubs. He's still getting everybody involved, but he's not.
He's still the Lion.
He's still the fucking Lion. Hey, it's still your team, but you're making Paul George a better version of himself
Yeah.
instead of a worse.
Yeah. Yeah. He is. I feel like Kevin Durant was too good of a teammate for Westbrook.
Elaborate.
I feel like they were both 1As, and Westbrook and Durant both needed 1Bs for them. And Paul George is like the perfect 1B. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephen Curry is a 1A also, but they're different. They don't make no fucking sense how they are. Russell Westbrook, with the way he plays, how fucking up and down and aggressive, like you need somebody to offset that. And Paul George is the perfect, just fucking great enough, but not necessarily needs to be that guy that has the ball in his hand all the time, captain quarterback of that fucking
Question.
basketball team.
Is Russell Westbrook okay with Paul George being the best player on the team because Paul George never wanted it? Paul George never threatened Russ the way KD
That might be
did.
it.
Paul came in and he
That
was
might
like,
be it.
"Hey Russ,
This is Russell's team.
this is your team." And then
They got
with-
rid of Melo.
got rid of Melo, right? And with that comfort,
Mhm.
with that, his ego's in check, his self-esteem is in check, and he knows it's his. When you know something is yours, you can give.
And
That's
it's more,
interesting.
and
You
you,
know
and you
what I
have
was
more
thinking?
confidence.
You have way more confidence.
You're an
He's not-
already confident dude, and now you have more confidence.
He's not
knowing,
coming
like,
for yours.
Yeah.
He's not trying to take yours away from you. What he's doing
Oklahoma City is a Russell Westbrook city.
it's a Westbrook, and Paul George is going, "Hey, bro, it's yours. I just want to do me and get my buckets and play my D." And then Russ is like, "You know what? You've made me feel secure enough where I can give back. I don't gotta every play down the thing go, it's my time to take the last shot.
Yeah.
I know it's my team." Maybe Russ has realized. Maybe Russ has finally has the confidence that he's needed to make his teammates better.
Yeah.
He's stopping. He's not convincing the world how great he is anymore. He's going, "I know I'm great.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to take these motherfuckers to the
Yeah.
promised land."
I was
He's
thinking
you
it
got it.
might just be he needs to prove everybody wrong who thinks Durant is better off without him, and he was holding back Durant and all that. And he's like, "Fuck that.
Yep.
Fuck that."
yeah. Look how many triple
Man,
doubles I
yeah.
could get.
I might be. I might
And then-
be
and
jumping
then
out
that's
the
over.
fucking window. I might be jumping out the window. I might have not have seen the KD Thunder in a long time, but I just love the way this team fits more than the KD Westbrook Harden Thunder fit. Like those are bigger names. Obviously, they all went on to do great shit. But these guys are just a well fucking oiled machine. Like a 45-point triple double Russell Westbrook gets a triple-double in the same game. Like, those guys are just... And I know the Nuggets might be good, and Isaiah Thomas, if he's healthy, like, that might be another thing to worry about. But, like, if I'm the Warriors, that's the team I'm looking at. Because Russell Westbrook don't give a fuck about you. The Nuggets might... The lights might get too big for the Nuggets.
That's a tough second-round matchup, though, Nuggets-Warriors.
Yeah.
Nuggets Thunder.
Yeah,
it's tough for both
the
of them.
Nuggets.
Yeah. One of them is going to have to see them Nuggets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a long fucking series.
Absolutely. And I really hope Isaiah Thomas is healthy, bro. When he was healthy, I was watching the fucking, and I said the Celtics forever fucked up for trading him after this, and I get why they did it. But like, I was watching that fucking game the other day after his sister died.
When he dropped
53
yeah.
in the playoffs against the Wizards. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn, this motherfucker was he was what, finished third in MVP that year or something like that?
Beast.
He was a fucking beast. I'm like, if he's anything close to that, to add to this Nuggets team that's already balling, just forget about it.
We got to
Forget
look
about
into. I got to watch Russ play and maybe like listen to him.
He's fifth in MVP. Okay.
But I truly believe that he's reached a level of like acceptance with himself as a player and with himself as the franchise player for that team. And I think he got there by finding the perfect sparring partner. Not sparring partner, but the tag
what's
team
weird?
partner. I really think PG's, and I don't say this as a negative, but kind of beta personality, the same reason why he didn't feel the need to go to LA. That type of personality that likes the protection of a Russell,
Right.
likes that all the criticism
fits.
is going to go to Russell. I think they finally found somebody talented enough but ego-less enough to work
Right.
with
I really
Westbrook.
think it might be jumping out the window again, but I really think it's Russell Westbrook's relationship with Michael Jordan. Like, I think this is exactly like, this is his Pip. This is perfect Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a number of years when Jordan was getting his ass beat by the Pistons and not getting out of the first round, all this shit, he was putting up all these crazy numbers. Nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't until he hit certain accolades, he got the perfect dance partner, perfect tag team partner, and Paul George, that wasn't really clashing with him, that he reached another level where not only was he still getting his stats, but the winning was coming now. And I think, like, this is why I always think Westbrook, as far as attitude-wise, is more Jordan than anybody in the league. You know what I'm saying? As far as athleticism, as far as just fucking rabid dog competitiveness.
That's why all the vets love him. Like, if all the guys who played in the league.
He's those guys. He's the guy who's like, oh, Westbrook could have played with us in the 90s. Easily.
And, like, Iverson says it the same way the old guys used to love Iverson's game. They love Westbrook's game because they see its passion and heart, and he just goes for it, and he's fucking alpha.
Yeah.
But now, would they have wanted to play alongside a guy like that? Maybe not. But they found someone with the right personality to rock with him. It is an interesting thing, though, that the second Melo leaves you, you become MVP.
It's really crazy.
And I'm
Harden,
a Melo stan, but fuck, dude.
Westbrook,
Fuck.
Paul George, like,
Nobody's picked him up for a reason, bro. Like, it's
a wrap.
That's how you know the Lakers are getting desperate. Last I heard, they were trying to clear a roster
about to
space.
say,
That's why
like,
they
To
traded.
get Melo.
I heard that's why they traded Zubox, but it hasn't happened. So
Melo will do bare knuckle boxing before he does anything in the NBA.
Is it over
again,
for the
100%.
Lakers?
He don't have the heart for bare knuckle boxing.
Is
I
it
think
over
this
for the
season's
Lakers?
over.
This season's over.
This season's
LeBron chose to sat out a year. He got
Basically.
impatient. He tried to make the trade, offered everybody up. That was the worst move he made. I didn't think going to LA was a good move.
Yeah.
I think this is even worse because now you just alienated your teammates. I'm sure you can get them back,
before
but,
the injury, I really liked the makeup of that Lakers team. Before the injury,
I thought it
before
was
the trade,
cute. They were
shit,
feisty.
They were but they're young. Like, Kuzma's a baller. Ingram looked pretty good.
You know who you say
fucking-
feisty about, though? Non-contenders.
Yes.
Like
But-
teams that
but you
can
got
make
a-
some noise.
But you got LeBron on your team. It's like, the whole thing that's always been the same shit with LeBron every year, just get him to the playoffs. Just get him to the playoffs.
It ain't gonna be like that this
and I don't
year,
think
bro.
it's going to be that easy this year,
He'll
bro.
get you out the first round potentially, as long as you
I don't
don't
think
have
he gets
to
you out
see.
the first round because he's a 7th or 8th seed.
If he don't got to see Golden State, if he don't got to see,
Let me tell you, Denver, Golden State, and Oklahoma City, get them the fuck out of here the first round.
boom. So as long as he don't got to see them, if they
gotta
get
get a
that
4
5
seed.
seed, if they
4 or
do
5.
4 or 5, he
And
goes
see
to
what,
the
like
second round.
Portland? Yeah, they could take out Portland.
That's it.
Maybe.
I don't know if they
Say-
take out Houston.
They probably don't take out Houston.
Dude, I totally fucking forgot about Houston in the West.
Yeah.
But Houston's up there. We got to see because I really do not believe in Houston in the playoffs at all. This shit ain't gonna
God
happen,
damn,
bro.
they're below 500. Holy shit.
Letting Trevor Ariza go, I think, was a terrible decision. And I think if they could have gotten Ariza and Wes Matthews at the whatever, Wes going to Indiana was weird. But I thought if they had kept Ariza and then I was thinking back, if they kept Ariza and then got Wes Matthews at the trade or at the buyout season or whatever, that would be a salty team because they'd have wings to compete with Golden State. You need 3-and-D guys, and they don't have enough at all.
I'm not gonna put the dirt on the Lakers until after the All-Star break. I think after
I'm
the
putting the
All-Star
dirt
break,
on them.
Yeah,
I'll bury him.
Fucking put the nail in the
But you and I
coffin.
have
That
different
shit is over.
definitions of buried. Like you, if they made it to the second round, you would think that was cool. And I'm saying if I'm LeBron, that
No,
ain't shit.
I mean, the Lakers. I think LeBron James hits that gear after the All-Star break where he's just like, "Oh fuck, right? He is the
How
greatest
far do you
player
think they
alive."
make it? Best case.
Best case scenario, a 5th seed. Best,
No, I mean in
absolute
the
best
playoffs.
case.
How far do they go?
Ugh, gosh. All right. I don't have a clear answer, but the only thing I could say is how everybody's worried about LeBron James being in the Western Conference. I don't think the Western Conference is worried enough about LeBron James going against them.
Yeah, they're not.
Which is okay, yeah, LeBron's in the Western Conference is going to be harder, but yeah, it's also going to be harder for you motherfuckers because you got to beat this dude. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. It's hard to say what you want about LeBron. It's hard to beat that motherfucker 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it.
Yeah, someone's
You can do it. Like, people forget, like, when Paul George was on the Pacers, motherfuckers were like, he might be the new Bron. Like, that they were that close when the Heat were the fucking super Heat. And Paul George, before he fucked his knee up and it was looking like God for a couple of series, you can do it, but it takes a superhuman effort to take that dude out the playoffs. And I'm not going to bet against them until after the All-Star break.
I'm a bet against
I'll
them right
bet
now.
against them shits. They fucking.
I'll take anybody's bet he don't make it to the finals.
Because honestly,
I'm not gonna go that
those
far.
That's what-
guys
that's-
that are on the team,
Second round. Okay, second
they're
round.
Wait, but-
Second round.
absolutely, they're absolutely babied by LA. And you could tell when they got involved in trade rumors, they were shocked. They couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma, who can go to One Oak whenever I want. How could it possibly be that I'd be traded? Me, Brandon Ingram, involved in trade rumors? Lonzo Ball,
I honestly
whatever.
think that was the bad
They
choice.
were curated in a way in LA that they thought that nothing could happen to them. The city was theirs, and they got the rug snatched right from out from under them.
But this is the plan all along, wasn't it? This is Magic's plan from moment
doesn't matter
one.
if it was or if it wasn't. The city is sucking your dick, and you know more than anybody that LA can suck your dick in a way to make you feel like you are truly
Jesus
the next
Christ.
great thing.
I've never been successful in LA, so I don't know. But
You've seen other
but I've
people.
seen it, yeah.
You've seen our friends, the way their egos change when
Yeah.
they got
Too
it
much.
popping in
I was
LA.
there for a couple of days. I was like, fuck, I could see why motherfuckers get here and just like.
That's why New Yorkers don't want to live there because they know it'll happen to them. You will succumb.
You will succumb to it. Everybody does. It fucking breaks you, LA. So they're involved in this, and then they get their first reality check that you're not LeBron. You're just a guy who plays on the team, and we'll get rid of you in a heartbeat, and LA would be okay with it. You'll see all those people sucking your dick, all those people riding for you like, yo, we're about to get Anthony Davis. Let's go. That shit hurts you. And-
Question:
yes.
Do you trade LeBron for Anthony Davis straight up?
No. But I don't think you can, right? He has no trade clause.
LeBron
probably.
Probably
doesn't.
not. But I'm
No,
just,
LeBron
I'm just
doesn't.
from
He
talent.
He does not.
Remember, you're the one that told me this. He said no to a no trade clause, or he signed up without a no trade clause.
Are the Lakers better with Anthony Davis as the main guy with that core?
I think
than LeBron James.
I don't know because LeBron has been out.
Anthony Davis is younger.
He's much younger.
No, it's LeBron, bro.
8 years younger.
I don't know.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know, bro.
If they fucking traded LeBron
That's
for
like it's a
Anthony
business,
Davis.
and
Yeah,
LeBron.
that'd
They're all
be
talking
crazy.
this all. It's a business shit, and it's like, sorry, Bron, fucking ship him out for Anthony Davis.
And go sign KD, and you're good.
Imagine.
That'd be crazy.
Listen, all I'm
That
saying
would
is,
be the swindle of the century.
all I'm saying is, I like
Oh
I like
my
Lonzo
God.
Ball running my team as a point guard. People might be down on Lonzo. I like Lonzo.
Matter of fact, fuck KD, get Kawhi. You got
Get
a better chance
Kawhi.
at him.
Get
Kawhi and
Kuzma.
AD fits together magically. There's no ego shit.
Bro, Anthony Davis took a lot of hodgepodge players on that Pelicans team last year pretty damn far. And I think
But he needs a Rondo. Anthony Davis. The thing about
Lonzo
Davis is
can't be. Well, Rondo's
Yeah,
there.
Rondo's a Laker.
no. I mean, like the thing about Davis is there's one thing that was exposed is he can dominate in the playoffs, but he needs somebody that can get him the ball in the spots that he needs it, and he needs someone that can orchestrate the defense so they can play well. He needs a Rondo type.
You see they lost yesterday. They got blown out, and he was like, we didn't even try, and he had 3 points. It's 3, maybe 4, something like that.
Really?
Horrible. And it's like they're not trying because you said you want out, motherfucker.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Boy.
I
We
mean,
didn't
I
talk
get
about
it.
Zion last game.
Wait, did we even talk about you at the Roc Nation brunch?
No, we did not.
We talked about it a little bit, right?
You said he couldn't get in.
You
Had to go
talked
to
about our
Roscoe's.
brilliant idiots. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't planning on going, but my friends were planning on going.
You were planning on going. Stop it.
No.
You
I
told
mean,
me
if
you
I
were
if
going
I
to be
got
Wale's +1. You told me that.
if I got a swindle, yeah, I was gonna go, but I didn't go to LA like, oh, I have the
Oh,
email.
to
I have this
go.
other- yeah, like I had other shit that I was
Now,
going.
who decided on Roscoe's?
I did. Me and Karen Civil, we were like, yo, let's get Roscoe's. And we went there and ate. And then a bunch of other people all came. We was like, oh, it's the Roc Nation Brunch.
The Roc Nation Brunch. That's
We snuck some
funny.
Douce into there. Shit got
That's
drunk.
funny. The
It was
Roc
fun as
Nation
fuck, bro.
Brunch.
Like, we had mad fun. But I felt for, like, you know, like Chris and those guys who,
The
like,
Duce Palooza crew.
yeah, like, they've never been to the Roc Nation Brunch.
Right.
And if you can go, absolutely go. But, like, if you're not going, like, oh, it's all right. You know, you're not going to fucking be upset. But I could tell it really pissed them off.
Yeah. Because
But
they went out there specifically.
They specifically for that. 'cause
And
they
they
were
thought
like,
that they
told
would
them,
be on
like,
the
oh,
list?
yeah, they told them, oh, no, y'all be good. Like, you're good. Just come out. Just,
Don't ever trust a "you're good." "You're good"
That's
is
a
the
great
classic.
fucking point. Oh my
You're not
God.
on the list.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
on the list as a "you're good."
But I
and
mean,
they
to,
never
We've all been
work
"you're
out.
good."
to
A
their
lot of "you're goods."
to their credit, to their credit.
Ask Chris. Chris told me I could be here. That's what
I
it
don't
is.
know, Chris.
To
Chris
our
didn't tell me
credit, they've
nothing.
always been good to us. We've been in business together for a while. Like they've
Right.
always took care of us, gotten us to places that people don't get to go to a lot. Like
Right.
it's if they told us we're good, it's like, oh yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, we'll just show up. But I did feel for them.
You're
And they did
saying that a
try.
billionaire lied to you?
Not a billionaire specifically.
Shocking.
Somebody who works for them.
Ah.
It wasn't like Jay-Z was like, no, you can't go. Like
Y'all need to text Jay. Why don't you text Jay?
there was text sent.
And
No
He
response.
doesn't. He's not. He doesn't. He's
Sorry,
not, he
man. I went
doesn't-
on my phone all day.
Like you
Text
think you think
text you
Jay-Z is
yesterday.
going through a fucking party list of like hundreds of people? Like no, he doesn't touch that shit.
so who'd
Like-
you text?
I
You
didn't
got
text
Jay's
nobody.
number?
I wasn't feeling the.
You got Jay's number?
No,
Karen Silva couldn't make it happen?
she
can
could have, but
make
she didn't want to
things happen.
go.
She didn't want to go.
She didn't want to go. A lot of people
She
don't
was
want
a
to
"you're
go.
good" too?
No, I mean she could go, but she didn't want to go. A lot of people don't want to go.
Right.
Trust me, it's not that fun.
Right. I mean, I don't give a fuck about any brunch.
I mean, it looks fun.
I'd give a
but
fuck
it's
about
like,
a fancy brunch. I love free shit.
No, it's fun as fuck, but it's like it's literally just pictures
Yeah,
and
you
just.
good for you.
It's very fancy.
I'll get there one day.
fancy and,
I really don't
you
care.
I'll
know.
get there one day.
You're
Right
there
now,
already.
I'm lying.
Right now,
It's lit
I'd
as
be
fuck.
like,
I'm lying. It's so lit.
You
It's
wanted
so
to be there, son.
I wanted to be there. I was
There
like,
we
God
go.
damn.
That's
I'll
the
be at the
truth.
front. Like they said, I was good.
Oh,
But
son.
like, of course, I wanted to go, but I wasn't like in my suit waiting, and they're like, "No, you can't come in." Like I had no plans to go.
He wanted to go, but
At all.
he could deal with not being
Yeah,
there.
like
Whereas
I had a
his
suit
homies,
just in case. Like if somebody called me the day before, yo, I got you. Boom, I'd have been good to go.
So
like
you
I've
brought
been
the
ready.
suit just in case.
Well, yeah, it's Grammy weekend. You bring a suit anyway.
Got
You know
you.
what I mean? But like,
Got you.
if they, I was like, hey, yo, I got you. Come
Yeah.
here. We got your thing. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't ready. But I didn't go there expecting to go. And they'd be like, oh, what the fuck? I can't
Right.
get in.
Gotcha.
No.
You know what though? I would want to go, and then the second I got there and everybody was more famous than me, I get so in my fucking head, I'd be miserable. I'd be like, I'm sitting here fucking hanging out with this guy, I don't know who the fuck I am.
But it's lit. I
Diddy
went
sitting
there,
here looking at me once, and I'm getting excited.
But they
Pathetic.
they feel like they.
I get
went
upset at
there,
myself about
I
shit like
hate
that.
I went
those
there a few years
conversations
ago.
that like you're having a convo with somebody,
And then they start
but
looking.
you can clearly tell
They
they're
have no
just
idea.
looking at the famous people in the
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
Like, yeah, no, totally. That's what's up. Yeah.
I went there a few years ago and I had like a great conversation with like Jaden and Willow Smith.
Right.
Yeah, and it wasn't
So you were
like
just talking to the kids.
I mean, they were just there,
Yeah.
and they knew a friend of mine. And they're
Right,
like, "Oh
right,
yeah, here's
right.
Kaz," and then we talked for like a half hour.
That's who
and
you
shit,
got to
like-
talk to because the adults are talking to
The
each
adults
other.
are doing adult shit.
So you're just
I'm sitting there
looking
chilling
for
with the teenagers.
children.
Like, hey,
Nothing
guys.
about that seemed
I think I got a
cool.
picture too.
Yeah.
Like it was lit.
Yo, you had a
Absolutely
conversation
lit.
with Willow?
Yeah, it was tight. I fuck with Jaden Smith, bro. That's my
Yo,
fucking.
Jaden, that guy.
That's the oracle, bro. Fuck with that little kid.
Yeah, I
I
could
mean,
give a
come
fuck.
on,
Now,
okay,
now I hear there's a riff in Duce Palooza when we were talking on Brilliant Idiots today. It seems like
There's no rift.
Chris Styles was saying
Chris was
that
upset.
friendships were lost.
Chris was upset, but there's no rift. Chris is upset.
And he said that friendships were over because of it.
That's on him. I don't think it was.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Shit. Friendships is over.
Over,
And Cass
bro.
don't even give a fuck.
Yo, that's fucked
He
up.
said that's
Cass.
on you.
Clearly, that's not what I said.
Cass said that's on
Clearly,
you.
that's not what I said.
Cass, that's on you,
What I
bro.
said was Chris was justifiably upset. He went out there specifically to go there, and
Yeah.
he didn't end up going, and he heard that he would have been good and he wasn't good. Yeah, he had a reason to be upset, but he's not like...
Now, let me ask you a
It's
question.
not a rift.
Say you're going to
We get mad at each other all the time. Like,
It's normal in friendships,
fine.
yeah. So, Akaash, let's say, for example,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to the Duce brunch.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Your
I
name
came out
is
here
on the
just for
list.
this. Okay.
Mine isn't, but we're both there together.
Right.
Do you go in and leave me?
Zero chance. Zero chance. You can't get my boy in, I'm out.
Wait, what happened at the
I'm out.
what happened at the Duce situation?
I would go in if it was Ed.
I wasn't...
But if it's
wasn't
Andrew-
going.
I would go if it was Eden.
I mean, Ed, not take pictures, fam. I'll Snapchat.
Because a couple of Duce guys got to go in.
Oh.
Oof.
You're making it... All right, here's the thing. Let me explain it, because the way they explain it, it'll make it seem like it's a regular fucking, like, we're in the club.
Yo,
oh, you're
Rory,
not on the
Rory
list.
left them out,
And
bro.
then you go,
That's
That's
white
some
people,
white
dog.
people
That's
shit
some
right
white
there.
people, bro.
I would look at Rory like, Kyung?
listen! Listen.
Kyung? That's a
They're
lot of
making-
listen. That's
they're
what
trying
Rory
to
been telling
explain
his
it.
friends.
They're
Like,
trying to
listen.
explain it
Rory
like
got
it was
Joe
some
Budden
fucking
in
club or
there.
some
We gotta
shit.
talk about the
It's not
podcast.
that. It wasn't that, right? You had to go and
son.
fucking get an email confirmation to go pick up tickets.
So
at a
Rory
fucking
uses
hotel.
black culture to
You
get
a
into the Roc
hotel.
Nation
Oh.
party
You gotta-
and then leaves the black people at
Don't
the
talk
door.
about Rory, bro.
Damn,
That's my guy,
son, that
bro.
shit is fucking
Don't talk about
trifling
Rory
right
like
there.
that.
You know what I mean?
That's my guy.
You're
Don't
his
talk
guy.
about Rory like that.
I don't know if he's your guy.
Guys, let us fuck with you,
That's
bro.
my guy, bro.
We got love for Rory,
Motherfuckers
bro.
are sensitive, bro. You don't
No,
understand.
you mad at him almost as much as Joe Budden.
What?
Damn. I didn't get it either. I
didn't
just
get-
I just
I
rock
bet
with
Joe
it.
Budden at the
You're just
Roc
gonna go
Nation
with
brunch.
Wait, did Joe go or no?
I don't think
bet-
Joe was in LA.
I bet Joe and Maul was in there and he was like, oh, yo, I'm
Yo,
gonna
that's
go.
fucked up.
I'm gonna
didn't
talk
think
to
Joe was
Joe
in
and Maul.
LA.
We got business to talk about.
But Chris should have been there. We acknowledge that.
I said of all people that should have been there, should have been the host. Chris and Low Key should have been there.
Definitely low key.
Yeah, but
Lo couldn't get in either, huh?
it's fine, bro. Like,
Yo, this is right now to I just want to say this.
I know my invite
to
can be
Chris-
there next year though.
And Lo.
That's the beauty of it. Once I heard my shit on the Breakfast Club when
Yeah,
Sean was like, "Oh, how Kaz and Logan?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, all right, they go my invite next."
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
either in or it's
Or it's
absolutely
out.
not.
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
next year.
But yo, Chris and
The
low
show was
key.
so lit it made Dame Dash apologize to Jay-Z. You saw that?
I did see that.
Got show like an interrogation video. I was like, damn, that party must have been super fucking lit. If Dame Dash like, yo, Jay, if I ever said something, I'm sorry. I apologize. I want no beef. I was like, word?
For brunch.
Over waffles?
For brunch, bro.
I bet they had some
Mimosas?
bomb ass
Motherfuckers.
locks, bro.
Yo.
Bro, I'm not going front. I've been there.
That is some
I went there
culture vulture
2 or
shit to
3 years
take
ago.
brunch.
2 years ago.
That's white shit, bro. Like you can't be culture vulture and brunch. Yo.
That's
You're
true.
gonna. I try to front like it's not fun. It's so fun, bro.
Yeah, that's why we invented it.
Yeah.
That's why we invented brunch. It's
That's
the
why
most fun shit
that's
ever.
probably why Rory got in. They were like, yo,
Rory's
we need brunch
guys,
tips.
guys, if you really want to know how to do it right, let me tell you.
How much vodka goes in the orange juice?
Oh god, y'all stupid, bro.
Guys, there's a thing called a mimosa. Put those hookahs down. Let me show you how this is really done. Yo, you need a white
Oh,
representative for
man.
brunch. Now it
You
makes
do.
perfect sense.
You do.
You need at least one Caucasian in there. What if we call them ourselves cocks? Are we cool with cocks?
Hard cocks?
I think
Cocks.
that's good.
I'm a
You're hard
cock.
cock,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think that's good.
I'm a
Yeah,
Caucasian.
you got that.
I'm a Caucasian.
But I knew he was
Little
gonna
cock ass.
propose. So we were like,
That's the other thing. He
nobody,
proposed to his girl. at
nobody
the Roc
really
Nation
tripped.
brunch.
We were
Fam,
like,
Rory proposed to his girl without y'all?
That's fucked up.
That's wild, dog. In
That's
front of
what-
his most dear friends and family except you.
That's fucked up.
Oh, shit.
Damn, Roar.
Damn.
nobody was like, here's the thing.
What? Is Rory's girl white or black?
She's black. Beautiful girl. Shout out to Sam.
It was really cute. She looked
was
so
beautiful.
super
Yeah,
fucking
it was
happy,
awesome,
man.
bro.
It was
Like-
beautiful.
Yeah, she
And-
got into brunch.
What do you think she was more happy about? yo, you think? Yo, what was she more? Yo, what she shed more tears? The second she walked in and waved goodbye to Loki and Chris, or when Rory dropped to one knee, it was like, you know when he dropped to one knee and said, "Would you like to stay at this brunch?" Because you better say yes. Because if it's no, you gotta go. These waffles are lit, babe. These waffles are lit.
Oh, fam.
Oh, y'all are assholes, bro.
No, it's all love, man.
Shout out to Rory
That
and
is
Sam,
dope.
man.
Shout out to Rory and Sam. Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. Marriage is a beautiful thing. We just lonely out here. Schulz is just lonely out here, bro.
Valentine's Day. You got Valentine's Day plans tomorrow?
You know who else was lonely? Chris and Low Key Aunt.
Lonely Key.
Lonely Key.
Lonely Key out here. Alone Key.
Chris Not Smiles and Lonely.
Oh my god.
Latchkey Kid.
Yo. Yo, we got you on a new. Hey, we're gonna do a flagrant brunch
We'll
next
do
the
Flagrant
exact
Brunch.
same time as the Roc
No,
Nation
we're
brunch.
gonna do another Roc Nation brunch.
Yo, we're gonna do the
It's gonna be
flagrant brunch
for
of Roc
fucking-
Nation.
for the
Roc Nation
rejects.
For the
brunch.
rejects
We're
of
just
the
gonna
Roc Nation brunch, the
take
Roc
over
Nation
I'm
Roc
so
brunch.
fucking down for
Yo,
that.
I'm with that 1,000%.
I'm down for it too.
Yo, let's do that every
Everybody
year.
who gets rejected, we
We
all
gotta fly to
Roscoe,
LA, though.
bro.
We gonna fly to LA?
What?
That's what I'm saying. We can do a New York version. Sylvia's.
Wait, that's what's
Fuck with Sylvia's. I
up.
love Sylvia's.
What's the best?
Or Melba's.
No, why don't we go to some real white shit like the Roc Nation brunch?
Oh, shit.
Wears pastels and shit.
Yo.
Jay-Z was dressed like a white lady.
I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Pays us pretty well.
Jay-Z dressed like Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Y'all tripping, bro. Shout out to Roc Nation.
Funny. Jackie Kennedy on that
He
is
do,
good.
right? He do, right?
That's good.
He
Yeah.
look like
Goddamn.
he's picking brain particles off of him in the back.
He
of
dressed
his
like
shirt.
Rory gonna propose to him.
Oh, it's all slander. It's all love.
Oh,
no. It's all
boy.
love. Yo, no,
That's
but for
all
real.
love,
we need to
man.
get. Yo, when can we get Chris and Low Key on here, man?
Whenever, bro.
You're not gonna let him in. Kaz gonna be like, I gotta do this podcast. Oh, it's a good bodega down the block.
We just
You wanna
did,
go?
we just did BuzzFeed.
They just did BuzzFeed. That's what we
today,
spoke to them.
so-
Chris called in.
Yeah.
It was funny. Chris called in. It was funny.
Charlamagne called me,
Yeah.
and then we were talking, and we were talking about the brunch. I was like, "Oh shit! Like, I actually have Chris
Have
with
Chris
me right
here,
now."
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it was
And
funny.
like, I was keeping it very diplomatic. Chris was
funny.
not.
Chris goes,
was not
goes, nah, bro, it's fucked up. Friendships were lost over this. And then you hear Kaz in the background, no, they're doing Brilliant Idiots live. They're doing Brilliant Idiots. They're
I'm
doing
like, yo,
Brilliant
it's live. It's live. I'm like, yo,
Idiots.
chill,
He's
chill,
like,
chill.
okay.
Like, I didn't like forewarn him. I was like, "Oh, Charlamagne's on the phone. Talk to him."
Have they been on Button?
Yeah. Like, and it's,
Hey, you guys are invited to
a
Flagrant.
trend, yo.
You guys are invited to Flagrant. We can put you on
Anytime
the Patreon.
y'all want, yo. We got y'all
we
back.
can put them on the Patreon. Y'all can't even get in the fucking Roc Nation. brunch. I'm not letting you on no Monday episode.
They
bro.
gotta be on that. They gotta be on our too. That's how. Listen, Deuce's our people,
I'm
yo.
joking. They're welcome to come whenever. I'll try and make another joke.
Oh, my bad, my
You
bad,
guys
son,
are
my
welcome
bad.
whenever.
My
This
bad,
is
son.
not. Who he look like to you, Rory? He gonna let you on whatever you want to be on,
Yo,
bro.
come on. You're welcome. We're not gonna leave you.
He ain't got nobody proposed to.
So, yo, hey, anytime y'all want. But they have been on Button or not?
in the early
What you
stages
think they've
of
been
it,
on Button?
When it was, I'll name this podcast later.
Yeah.
Got you.
Earlier
They ain't getting on no Spotify button.
Damn.
Bro, that's the Roc Nation Brunch of podcast.
That is dead ass.
That's the motherfucking look.
Whoa. Yo, we gotta get them on. We gotta get them on Button, yo.
Absolutely. I'm down. I'm down.
Has tapped out this shit.
No, I'm trying to see if there's.
No, we want him on this
Trying to
podcast.
see if there's anything else.
Yo, we want Low Key and Styles on Flagrant 2 before they're on Button, and I bet you we could make it happen. That's a challenge to Button.
Okay.
I bet you we could have Low Key and Styles. I bet you they will be on this pod if they want to come. If they could have no interest in coming. That's totally
I'm sure
fine.
they'd love to come.
Open invite. Anybody
invite.
involved.
Monday,
Except Rory. Rory can't get in.
Monday. You know what? We
Well,
gotta teach.
We're in Charlotte.
Monday we're gonna be in Charlotte. So the week after that, but I think we gotta teach Rory a lesson about acceptance. You're also invited, Rory.
Oh, I like that.
You
The platinum rule. The platinum rule.
platinum rule.
Treat others as if they were you.
Son, have you heard of a platinum level gay?
No.
Okay, platinum star gay. So there's gold star gay is you've never fucked a girl, you've never hooked up with a girl, you've never done anything. Platinum star gay, you didn't even come out of your mom's pussy. You were born C-section. You never touched pussy.
Is that real?
That's a real fucking thing.
Wow.
That is a real
That sounds like some
It is
shit
a
you
real-
made up.
That's
Eden
hilarious.
said it's true. How he knows?
I Urban Dictionary'd it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh, that you got quick, huh?
If you don't got to put it on our screen, I think he fast.
Facts.
I think.
Okay. Okay. Anything else we would like to talk about?
Where we
So,
at?
this is some unfortunate news for the asshole army. Akaash is not going to be able to be in the show in Raleigh or Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm flying home in 3 hours, so I'm about to bounce actually out of here.
Okay.
I'm going to go visit mom.
Best of wishes. We will
Best of
keep the
wishes to
prayers
Mama
up,
Singh.
obviously,
Mhm.
to Sheila. And obviously, Akaash, you keep us posted,
Yes, sir.
and we'll talk about it. Now, are you still flying to India Monday?
I honestly kind of don't want to, but I think my parents are going to be like, you have to go.
Okay.
There's 2 weddings. People I'm close to.
Obviously, mom not going.
No.
Okay. Now, so you are going to fly to India from.
I'm flying back to New York Sunday or Monday, I think. I haven't bought the return ticket yet,
Okay.
but I'm going to see how she's doing. Sunday, Monday, probably fly back, and then Monday night I got to fly to India.
And okay, I'm trying to think if Monday somehow we can do the podcast Monday.
If you can do it here,
Back
I'm
in
in.
New York.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm in if y'all can do that.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can figure it out. I know Kaz is going to be, but you're coming late. You're coming late to Charlotte.
I mean, I had a ticket, but if we're not gonna record in Charlotte, I'll just meet you guys back in New York.
Right. I thought you just want to take part in a little.
I mean, I do. Yeah.
Festivities out there, but.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, I can still do that. Right?
Let me
Yeah.
see if I can set up some little party situations, some
Let's do
tickets,
it. Fuck it,
etc.
I'll be there.
You
But,
get into these, Cass.
But let's.
And if you don't, he won't go in without you.
Son, I didn't.
Very
It's
thoughtful.
a different white dude.
You're a good
Hey,
white man. Andrew.
What happened last year, bro?
What did happen?
All Star.
We didn't get in somewhere?
Oh,
We didn't get in nowhere.
yeah, we did.
Where did we get in?
We got in places together. Remember?
We got
yeah,
lots
yeah,
of places. We didn't go anywhere without each other.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't go anywhere without each other that whole weekend.
We rode deep.
I went to parties I didn't even want to go to.
Yo, you know how we finagled? This is how you know how.
It was
fucking
dope though. Like
son,
when we went to an uninter party, they're like, "Oh, that's the Flagrant 2 guys." Oh, they know.
fire.
Yeah, it's like
We-
we got a presence when we walked into the
Fire.
parties together.
We
Why you don't leave your homies, man?
You know what's
don't
ironic?
never
We
leave
got
the
in
homies.
everywhere except Roscoe's.
It's true.
Denny's was our Roc Nation brunch.
Oh, that's a good ass point. And I remember also, the way we finagled one party is we had like 3 wristbands total,
Oh, that's right. The NBA joint. Yeah, yeah,
and we
yeah.
kept handing back the wristband.
Yeah.
Another person would go out, make a phone call, give the wristband. We got like 12 people
Yeah.
into
was
this
wild.
thing. It
wild.
was.
It's
NBA needs Roc Nation Brunch security because we were getting in way too easy, bro.
too much.
I got to bounce.
All right.
See you
God
guys
bless.
Prayers,
Be
man.
good. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you guys
See you
soon.
soon.
Let's just wrap up the episode right now. This has
wrap
been
it up.
another episode of Flagrant 2. No easy buckets.
Yeah.
Patreon family. Thank y'all so much for supporting. We will have of course, everybody wearing the hats and shirts, the MAGA hat and Akaash's shirt and my shirt. When Akaash comes back from India, is that right, Akaash? Okay, so that's going to be a few weeks. But we are
Yes,
100%
we'll
going to
do
do
it.
it. Everything
Yeah.
has been ordered. It is on the way. I am very excited for it. And
This
Kaz,
Saturday.
anything else?
Yes, this Saturday. Tune in to Uninterrupted on Twitter right before All-Star Tip-Off on TNT. I'll be hosting the Halftime is Uninterrupted special. It is a mid-year in review on the NBA season with Carlos Boozer, Nate Robinson, and Willie Cauley-Stein. I'll be hosting it. I'm really excited about it. So everybody, if you're watching, please tune in. You know what I'm saying? Support. Let like LeBron and all these people know, like, oh, God, the asshole army is really fucking strong. So, like, go for it. And I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Peace.